All right, so we're live with Doug.
Hello.
Bearded Doug.
Bearded Doug.
Doug G.
What's up?
Dapper Ghost. I'm just going to keep giving different
So
aliases for you.
names. I'll take Nicolas Cage right now.
We got Red Miller from Mandy
Yeah.
in the studio.
With the brass knuck knife.
And that is very real.
So real. I almost stabbed Joe 10 billion times. I'll put it down.
After I taught him how to
And then we have...
Jughead Jones, bro.
Yes, from...
Riverdale.
Thank you.
Yes.
I still was gonna fuck that name up again.
I knew you were,
The
but
name is...
a lot of people
Okay.
probably don't know who the fuck it is, but it's also from the Archie comics, but I'm the show version.
The thing is,
Cold Sprouts version.
I'm sure there are people out there that actually do watch the show and caught the reference right away. Now,
It's
if
fucking
pe-
hat. Yeah.
exactly. People saw my costume, they're like, "What the fuck is that kid wearing?" I don't know if anybody's SpongeBob fans, but
Should be.
I like SpongeBob a lot, and one particular episode came to mind where SpongeBob was left with the lifeguard duty, and he couldn't swim, and there was someone drowning. The guy swallowed a book or some shit. So then SpongeBob decided to caution tape everyone, like as if it was sticky, together along like in front of the beach line. And I'm supposed to be one of those like fish people from Bikini Bottom that can't go in the
caution
water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
so-
Hands Across of America, but with the SpongeBob version.
essentially. And I'm gonna put up a little picture for each like costume to relate it to.
Hell
you
yeah.
know,
Dope.
so we can make it look that much more
Let
official.
the viewers see.
Exactly. So you guys are huge horror buffs. I was just telling
Say
you guys
so.
before we started that I have not watched one horror flick at all.
And you smoke weed.
And it's disappointing.
Smoking weed and watching horror flicks, I don't know if they completely correlate, but
Dude,
You would probably get very paranoid if you watched
around
a horror movie
Halloween,
with-
no.
yeah, I'm
With-
usually like
when
nervous.
you're that
I'm on
high.
Hulu,
Not
like
at all. When it's,
about to pick something, and then I'm like,
When it's
I'll
Halloween-
come back to it.
And Hulu has a lot of good options.
Yeah,
you don't even have to go
Hulu-ween.
to that. Well, actually, a lot of people don't even use like cable anymore because every like AMC has all the horror movies on.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Marathon, IFC, fucking Sci-Fi. They have all the marathons. But, bro, when I used to smoke weed around Halloween, get a fucking bag of fucking Halloween candy and just blaze fucking whatever the fuck and just sit there and watch mad movies, bro.
And
Like,
be
what the
freaked
fuck?
out the whole
Yeah, I'm
time
just
while
like,
you're in
yo,
your own room.
No, what the fuck? He just ripped that guy's trachea out with his fucking fingers. You know,
Dude,
like.
the last time I smoked weed, and I don't smoke, but the last time I smoked weed was 2006.
Damn.
And, yeah, it's been a while, and I watched
Stain.
The Shining, and never. That didn't deter me from smoking weed. I just didn't like it, but I definitely don't want to smoke weed
Hell no.
and watch a horror movie.
Oh, you
ever.
were sitting there like this, like,
Dude, I
at
was
the
laying
end.
down and I was freaking the fuck out because,
nah,
Jack Nicholson's chasing around Shelley Duvall with an axe
that's crazy,
and
bro.
telling her he's going to fucking cut her up.
Nah, I get a kick out of that shit when I used to smoke. Like that.
Oh,
shit
no,
makes
I'm
me-
way too paranoid.
No, I mean, for me, like, I would rather just watch something funny and
Yeah.
forget that.
Well, you could watch Idle Hands as a funny horror
Watch
movie.
a horror comedy.
Okay,
Right?
okay.
All the scary
Never heard of
movies,
it.
actually.
You ever hear of Santa's Slay?
I've watched all the scary movies. Santa's Slay.
Santa's Slay, but spelled Slay with
Yeah.
Bill Goldberg.
Yeah.
No, I have not.
He's Santa
the wrestler.
Claus. Yeah, the wrestler.
Yeah.
That's
He's
amazing.
a killer Santa Claus.
That actually is a really great
It's
concept.
brilliant.
I like that.
It's
a lot.
brilliant. I thought it was going to be one of those shitty, like, horror comedies.
Yeah.
But, so just in the beginning, you have Chris Kattan, Fran Drescher,
Oh my
and a
God.
bunch of other people, and he just murders them all.
Yeah.
And it's ridiculous. He, like, shoves them up a fucking chimney,
What the fuck?
kills someone
But
with, like,
that
a
is
Nora.
more for Christmas.
Yeah, it's like a Christmas horror
Christmas
movie.
horror. But
So you guys have seen your fair share of horror movies, both of you, and series.
yeah.
What is the scariest, absolute scariest movie or series that you have experienced in your?
Oh, I have it.
You could say yours because I don't know mine.
All
Well,
right,
if
so-
we're going with, I mean, I have 3.
It's got to be
I wanna hear
it's
all
a
of them.
personal shit though, like
Yeah,
because
it's
some shit that
subjective.
would scare some people wouldn't scare me. Like or like if you're talking about compared to now still, or I remember like the most scared I've been ever watching a movie.
At a movie?
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Okay.
It doesn't have
Well,
to
you
be
could go
present
first.
day too.
Okay.
Okay.
Mine's when I was a little kid. So
Yeah.
If I had to pick one that really like messed my head up and like completely just like made me feel uncomfortable was actually most recently Hereditary. It's
I didn't
with
see that.
dude. It is. I saw that shit in theaters, and it came out in the summer, so it wasn't even like a spooky time of year. It came out last year in the summer with Toni Collette and Alex Wolff, and one of the most terrifying movies I've ever seen. I still think about when I hear like even a little noise in my room, I look up at the ceiling and just to see if. So I don't want to spoil it for you guys because you guys got to see it, but it's a fucked up movie. It's like one of those slow burn type of movies, but very like unsettling, uncomfortable, and just like eerie. Where like you like look, I looked over my shoulder like 10 billion times after I got out of the theater. Shit was just fucking scary, just like creepy cult shit, and like.
That's
Oh
crazy.
man, yeah, that fucked me up. I still think about it like almost every day.
So before we get into the rest of them, is it the timing of the scare or is it the concept of what's actually being used to inflict either the pain or scare or murder, whatever you want.
It was
to
like the whole build up
Okay.
because it just kept getting. It was just really creepy and like very like mysterious and ominous as to what was happening, and you're like, why is this happening? And then as it starts to build and you get to the climax, it just explodes and everything starts happening
That's what she said.
and unfold. Exactly. Except this did not make me think of an orgasm. It's the
Gets
worst
to the
orgasm
climax and it
possible.
just explodes.
For all you horror porn freaks out there.
I was just gonna say that some horror movies are solely based around porn and sex and
Yeah.
tits and
all the Friday the 13th.
80s,
Yeah,
80s horror
exactly.
movies are not complete without some tits.
exactly.
Some unnecessary tits.
There's at least so I watched this movie called Microwave Massacre. It's hilarious. I definitely suggest it, and it knows. I think it has to know it's being just fucking stupid and ridiculous, but it's awesome. Opening shot. Ass. Pans right up to a girl in like a shortcut shirt with her tits out. Then put your tits through like a gigantic glory hole. I don't know, but it was just like within 2 seconds. And I put that shit on at work, and I'm like, I can't watch this. Some people's gonna walk past me all this.
NFS.
Yeah, this is not good, but definitely a whole lot of tits in that movie.
Damn.
What? All right. What
Oh,
was
my
the movie that
scary
made you
moment?
freak the fuck out?
Honestly, it was the first fucking Night of the Living Dead, like from the 60s.
The black and white one?
Yep, I was about 8 years old. I was just talking about this with my family
Great
recently.
movie.
I was about 8 years old, 7 maybe, and my parents were, I think they were out for the night, and I was just with my grandma and my grandpa, and they were both fucking sleeping, and it was like, I was up way past my bedtime. It was like a Friday night. It was like 11, 12 maybe. It was probably like midnight, and I'm watching it, and they're sleeping. You know, they didn't sleep normal. So like, especially my grandma, like when she would sleep like scary looking. Like she would be like head back, like
It's
mouth
terrifying.
open, and it's like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And I just remember, honestly, like the movie's not now when I watch it, it's just like whatever. Like I'm just like, oh, this is sick. But when I was a kid, it was just dark. All the lights were off in my house. It was an eerie feeling,
Yeah.
and just like very slow moving, and like I just remember like sitting there like hugging my knees, like looking at them sleeping, and like looking around. Every noise I heard, I was like, what the fuck? And I wanted to shut it off, but I also was like, you know what? This is like my moment. Like I'm a big boy. You know, like I was like I said, I was like 7. I was like,
No one's ripping me away from this TV.
Yeah, like I'm finishing this shit because I'm not fucking scared. Even though I am, I'm gonna fucking finish this shit. And that made me really scared though. But
Just sitting there in the dark with your grandma, with her.
her
head
and my
tipped
grandpa were
over.
both just out cold sleeping, and I was like, fuck, this sucks. Like, yeah.
All right, what about yours?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to stick to the basics. Child's Play scared the fuck out of
That's
me
Yeah.
Child's Play is fucking great.
for a long time.
And the good thing about that movie is that, like, it's a ridiculous concept, but they play it so serious.
Yeah.
So, like, it freaks you the fuck out. Like, the way Chucky moves and everything.
Bro.
Shit's freaky.
I had to check my bedroom closet for years. Like, I would go to bed at night, and then I would hear, like, a creak somewhere in the room, and I'd be like, this motherfucker's gonna get me. You know, like, the concept of, like, a doll coming to life and, like, fucking you up and, like, creepily laughing and shit.
Yeah.
It just never sat well with me.
And he's great at hiding.
Yeah. There was a lot. I mean, seeing it as a kid, too, just probably wasn't the best thing for me, I guess.
You're looking at your wrestling toys like, is Stone Cold going to come to life right now and fucking stun me or something?
Yeah, no, I mean, I also wasn't a huge fan of... I mean, I liked the movie, but it scared the fuck out of me also.
Oh, that scared me too.
I watched that way too young. I had a couple of older siblings, and they watched it when it was like, appropriate for them. But for me, I shouldn't have been watching it, and that shit gave me nightmares for quite some time.
Even the music, just like the weird clown music, the circus music is just fucking weird.
And that's the thing, because shit like that, another thing that scared me more as I got older, but again, like, with Night of the Living Dead, that was just, I remember, that was a time where I was like, I was like frozen, like I was just like fucking scared. But something that scared me in like my brain when I first saw it as a kid as well and like made me think about it a lot was Nightmare on Elm Street. So I was like, this motherfucker gets you in your sleep. I was like,
there's no way
what
to
the
fucking,
fuck?
You can't not get attacked by Freddy Krueger.
Yeah, like you have to sleep.
I think I was older when I saw that, so I wasn't that scared. There's one movie that's not that scary, like, at all, but I saw it in the theaters, and I actually liked, like, when, like, the music is creepy and the shit, like, just freaks you out? Signs.
Okay.
Oh, that's
in the
creepy.
theater, I was, like, closing my fucking ears.
Dude, that reminds me,
love that movie.
Another movie that freaked me out from a kid into a little bit into older age was The Sixth Sense.
Oh, my God.
Because I was like...
That was definitely a top one for me, because I saw that super young, and, dude, they really... fucking sold the shit out of that one.
Hanging in the school.
Exactly, and especially as a kid, you're thinking too, like, what if this fucking happens to me? Like, like, what if somebody I see when I'm walking somewhere or something isn't like alive, and I just don't know it, like.
And they don't know it either.
Yeah, that's crazy.
How fucking scary was that part where they locked the kid in the thing at the top of the stairs and shit?
And he goes crazy in there and shit. Yeah,
dude, that was something else. That always fucked me up.
I even got scared when he was in his tent and like he was like heard and he saw the girl like throwing up and shit. I was like, oh
what is happening?
Like, what the fuck?
And Night Shyamalan's best movie.
Yeah.
Easily. Sixth Sense. He just knew, like, it's just so eerie. And even the way, like, horror movies were shot back then. Like, that is a good movie or a good example of how to, like, capture just straight up, like, dread. Yeah. Like, you're sitting there, like, so tense. You're, like, just waiting for something to happen. Yeah. And the first Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I think, is like that, too, where, like, you're, like, in it.
Yeah.
Like, you're about to get attacked by Leatherface and get, like, hoisted up on a meat hook.
Yeah.
Shit is terrifying. That movie fucked me up, too.
Well, even House of a Thousand Corpses, that was pretty fucking,
that movie's fucked.
I was like, damn, they're just, like, casing you from the start.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you go to the fucking shop, you explore, it's like, got some people coming, all right. And, like, you just think it's all a sick, like, coincidence, you know? It's like, oh, fuck, you know? It's
and then
like,
you're out there getting fucking killed.
Yeah.
How about when the whole phenomenon of Paranormal Activity came out? Were you guys just like, man, this is stupid?
Yeah, that was whack. And I didn't see it when it first came out. People like talked it up so much and literally made me watch it.
Well, that was the same with
me.
me.
Watching it now, yeah.
Exactly.
And I was like, this is not fucking scary.
Yeah.
But one more before I forget too. The Ring. That fucked me up.
Okay, yeah.
I saw that shit that whole week after. I was like, well, I watched the video. You know, like you see the video that they see in the movie, and I'm like,
so waiting for that phone call.
7
days later, what's going on?
I'm gonna look at my Nokia brick phone and wait for that fucking call. We were like, what, 13?
That had me shook.
I actually just recently rewatched that, and it was still scary.
Still scary?
Yeah. It was stupid, but it was scary.
Yeah.
Just that Samara, the chick, is fucking terrifying.
Well, once you know that initial watching of it isn't going to kill you in 7 days, it's like, all right, I'll watch it.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck it.
Exactly. It was the nostalgia of all of it.
Yeah.
That movie, along with that, like, came out in, like, I think 2001 with, like, The Grudge, The Ring. It's, like, all those creepy...
Based on Japanese stuff.
Yeah. The fucking remakes. And The Grudge wasn't that good to begin with, and they're remaking it again. for some reason.
Yeah.
But The Ring came out with a sequel, right? I don't even think I ever saw the sequel.
It was a sequel and had like Naomi Watts was in that one too.
Oh yeah. I remember seeing trailers for it, but I just never. I said, "Fuck that! I'm not watching."
I
the sequel.
saw it, but I don't remember.
All right, I'm gonna go through a speed list of movies that Google tells me are the scariest movies of all time. Now, I haven't seen a lot of them, but obviously they're well-known movies. So,
All right, let's fucking go.
The Exorcist.
Seen it.
Terrifying.
Yeah. Scary.
Okay. Yeah, I've heard that's like the scariest.
My
movie
dad
of all
saw
time.
that movie in the 80s and never watched any other horror movie ever since.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
he hates
crazy.
it. He hates horror movies just because he saw The Exorcist when he was a kid. It fucked his mind up, and he does not like horror movies at all.
My dad told me that he and his friends went to see The Exorcist in the theaters, and they got shit drunk, and they were just laughing their asses off at it, and everyone in the theater was pissed.
Well,
'cause they
it
wouldn't
is
shut the
kind of
fuck
funny. Like when she's like
Your
sounding
mother
like,
sucks
yeah,
cats
yeah.
in hell.
She's like
Yeah.
yelling at them and like, fuck you.
It's
Yeah,
fucking
that
funny.
is actually bad funny. All right, The Shining we already talked about.
Yeah.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre we
Terrifying,
talked about.
terrifying.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yes.
Great
Awesome.
fun.
Terrifying.
There's quite a few of those. They're all pretty fantastic.
Yeah.
I like
I'd
the.
say so. I could watch any of them.
I can't recall which one it is, but the one that they're in the fucking. I think it's like the third one where they're in like the psych ward.
Dream Warriors.
Dream
Yeah.
Warriors.
Favorite
yeah,
one.
That's
That
a good
one.
one.
Favorite Nightmare on Elm Street.
That one is so
Because
good.
they learn how to fight back.
Yeah.
Yeah, they take all the pills and whatnot.
Yeah.
So good. I have that shit, the poster art framed in my room of
Oh
Dream
shit.
Warriors.
Yeah, that is probably one of my favorite horror movies of all time.
So good.
Blair Witch Project.
Fuck that movie.
Yeah.
Fuck it. I was waiting for someone to bring it up. That movie fucking
Didn't
sucks.
scare me at all.
Don't hate me. Hate Google.
Innovative
Psycho,
Yeah,
Ah,
awesome
yeah, I
movie.
love that movie.
Classic.
which then goes on to be Bates Motel, right?
Yeah.
I
Never
never
saw
watched
the show.
that.
I
but-
never watched
Never saw
that
the
show
show.
either.
Okay.
Actually, I watched the first episode, and Norman Bates had an iPhone, and I'm like, they modernized it. I'm not watching this shit.
All right.
I'm
Fuck
out.
it. I'm like, this not.
Selfie
not
of me
with it.
dressed as
Yeah,
mother.
dude.
Poltergeist.
That kind of fucked me up too.
I
like,
liked it, but I saw that movie like later in life, so
it wasn't the same.
it wasn't as scary for me. But I Poltergeist was directed by Toby Hooper, the same dude who directed Texas Chainsaw.
Okay.
So it looks amazing.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like something from like 82 would just be like laughable a little bit, but
It's a good movie.
I guess there's movies. Texas Chainsaw Massacre is 74, so
That is,
that's
yeah.
Unless you're talking about the remade, right? Wasn't there a remake?
There's a whole bunch of them, and a remake, and
Yeah.
another
Yeah.
remake. The first one
Is the shit.
Is
Okay.
the best. The second one goes off the rails, but it's just as good. It's
The
just
second one is
amazing.
with Dennis Hopper.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's. I was like, what the fuck? And
They
with
just
Bill
do-
Mosley.
yeah,
But that's
Chop
the time
Top.
he's like, I'm like,
yeah, he
yo,
has a metal head.
this shit is fucked up.
All right, one just came to me, and I don't know if it's really Halloween related, but Silence of the Lambs.
Oh, that's yeah.
Great
I like
movie.
that.
Yeah.
That's,
That's
a great movie.
more. I would
It's
say more
spooky.
thriller.
Yeah.
Spooky as shit.
Yeah, but it's a movie that I like that comes to mind when it scared the shit out of me regardless when I saw it when I was like real little. So
I'd lump it into horror.
yeah,
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, he's a fucking cannibal.
yeah, right. Yeah, it's not that bad. All right, The Ring we mentioned. The Conjuring I never saw.
Fucking, that's a movie I saw in theaters that fucked me up when I got home.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, wait, yeah.
Because it's like intense paranormal shit. With like the, what's the game they play? It's like hide and go seek, but they call it something else. It's like hide and clap or something like that. Fucking
I don't
scary.
know. I don't remember that, but I remember being like spooked out by it.
It's with Ron Livingston
Yeah.
from Office Space. But I would definitely put that in one of the top modern horror movies to
Okay.
watch.
2013 it came out. So
Yeah.
Rosemary's Baby.
One of my top 5 favorites.
That shit is crazy, yeah.
To be
If you-
honest, I've never even heard of that.
What? Oh, it's
I'm
so
sorry to
good.
disappoint.
That's
Grimer.
yeah. Where one of our songs are like when we play shows, it's like the closer song. It has a little clip of Rosemary's Baby and Mia Farrow screaming.
Oh
Yeah.
wow, that's fucking awesome.
But
I
if-
love that you guys incorporate shit like that into
Hell
that.
yeah.
That's
Our whole like show intro has
Exactly.
like horror movie.
you guys have like the
clips.
creativeness to it to like keep people like what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
All right, next one, Evil Dead.
Dope movie.
Awesome
but
movie.
that's like a mindfuck movie. It's
Yeah.
like, what the?
Yeah, it's just if you talk about like 80s like cheesiness,
Yeah.
Evil Dead pretty much captures that pretty well.
Jaws.
It's dope, but
Dope movie.
it made me scared a little of like going in the water, but then I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
it's not.
It didn't really scare me that much, but it's a good movie.
I feel like that was the first movie that there was tits in that, right? That might have
In
been
the
like
beginning,
the first
yeah.
movie that I saw that
With
had
tits?
tits in it. Yeah, I saw that really young.
I don't remember my
That came out
first
in
My
the
dad was
movie.
like, "All right, you
Late
can look."
80s?
I think it came out in the 70s.
75.
Oh,
Yeah.
70. Okay, 75. Fuck me.
Halloween.
Love that movie.
Yeah. The first one, that's another movie that captures just dread
Yeah.
very well.
That whole series for me, I enjoyed. I didn't watch through like the what is it, like 3D or whatever.
Well, there's a lot.
No, yeah.
Like after like the first 2 or 3 of them, I kind of like was checked out.
Well, the
on
third
that.
one, there's not even Michael Myers.
I will
Yeah,
stand.
that's-
Halloween 3 is one of the best Halloweens. And it doesn't
That's what
even
I'm
feature
saying.
Michael Myers.
After
No,
I will
after
say
that point,
I
I
don't
wasn't
like
really.
that it's a Halloween in the franchise. I would like it a lot more if it was just,
Standalone.
yeah.
I
I don't
see what
hate
you're
it,
saying.
but it's just like, yo, Michael Myers is the fucking guy.
It kind of
You know,
makes
like-
no sense for it to be a Halloween movie.
Yeah.
Maybe because they were trying to latch onto the name to get
Well,
ticket sales back
I had
then.
been reading that apparently, like, what's his name? Didn't even want to like make it.
John Carpenter.
Yeah.
Oh no!
He
Wow.
was just like winging it, kind of.
It's a good movie. The whole concept's cool.
It's kind of
It's-
fucking corny, but
I
it's,
love it.
It's cool.
It's
I mean, I
weird.
still, 3 more days till Halloween.
Halloween.
Yeah, like,
Halloween.
But
But that at the end when it
With the
that's
mask,
a movie
yeah.
that like builds up and then they lock him in the room and they
yeah.
do the thing with the mask. Dope. And those masks are
But
fucking cool.
Michael Myers is my favorite, like horror
villain?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Well, since we're talking about Michael Myers, what do you guys think about not Michael Myers, but Freddy versus Jason?
Fucking love that movie.
Yeah, that's one that's like to me is funny.
I think they did that movie well.
Yeah.
I saw it old
And it was
enough where
funny.
it was like I wasn't scared by it, but I definitely was intrigued to watch it. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I felt like that wasn't on like everybody's like scary bucket list, but
No.
more like I want to see these two fuck each other up and like
And
see
it
how
was
who comes
funny.
out on top. Oh yeah, of
Like when
course.
Freddy like possessed like the stoner dude and shit.
Oh yeah.
And he's like,
yeah.
good black. And you're like, and you're like, dude, this is sick. Like,
And like you never thought that like that movie would happen. So just seeing them on screen at the same time, you're just like, holy shit.
Yeah.
yeah.
We're here. This is happening. But yeah, that movie's pretty fucking funny. That was like it was made in 2003, so that was like because the first Nightmare on Elm Street, Freddy Krueger wasn't that comical, and then as the series
Well,
goes on, he's just fucking funny.
Yeah.
My mom said when she saw the first Nightmare on Elm Street in theaters that she thought it was a comedy. She didn't know it was supposed to be
Really?
scary.
The
yeah.
first one?
Yeah.
Wow.
But that's
Completely
funny.
fucked me up.
Nah, yeah, fuck me up too. But he is a funny guy. I mean, I think out of all those franchises though, the one that got like the worstly, if that's even a fucking correct way to say,
Worstly.
the worst played out was Jason.
Yeah.
I actually just
Definitely.
watched like a marathon of that, like over the past month. Like all the movies have been on at different times, and I was like, they fucking, like I still enjoy it, but I'm like, what the fuck did they do this for? Like
Yeah.
they just fucking rammed this dude into the
Yeah, they
ground,
just kept
and then brought him
making
back
him.
out of the ground.
Yeah.
Like
Anything,
like, dude.
like when they dig him up out of the cemetery.
Yeah, and then he gets
when
hit by
there's-
lightning, and
yeah,
he's like alive.
and the fuck with the rod stuck in him. Did you see any of these movies?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Those, I mean, these are the movies that I actually did see, so
Okay,
now
alright,
I
great.
can understand that.
Jason Takes Manhattan. Underrated.
Yeah,
That I
love
did
that.
not see.
I
So
love that
good.
movie.
It's basically Jason Goes to Vancouver, but it's not because it's
Was it even
Jason
filmed
Takes
in Manhattan?
It was filmed in Canada in Vancouver,
Yeah.
but it's
Oh my
called Jason
God.
Takes Manhattan.
That is hilarious.
But he punches a dude's head off, clean off his body.
Yeah.
And it's just amazing.
That is
Just so
fucking
good.
hilarious. The Descent.
Oh, I've seen that, but I wasn't. Yeah, I wasn't like
I wasn't
fucked up
wild
by
about
that.
it.
Here's one that I've seen that came out recently. Get Out.
Great
Yeah,
movie.
that
Great
that was
fucking
a
movie.
crazy
That was
movie,
pretty
dude.
creepy.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
Jordan Peele knows how to do horror.
Yeah. No,
well, I
definitely.
didn't see that other movie yet.
Us?
Yeah.
Fucking.
Yeah, I did not see that either.
You
It's
have
supposed to be like a sequel or some shit, or just another
just
movie
a
by
different
him?
movie. Yeah, different movie, different story. Just very like spooky and a mind fuck. Like something happens in the movie where you're like, I don't know what I just fucking watched. Because you have to. I saw that movie by myself with a theater full of people, and when that thing happens, I like physically looked around, was like, "Are you guys seeing what I'm seeing?" Because like this is fucked up. I have to like rethink everything about the movie, and it's just really good. Good writing, and like that's a movie you have to pay attention to. Like every fucking scene has something like hidden in it where you could see the end coming, but like you really don't see it coming. But watching it back, you're like, oh, okay, I see it now. Yeah, that movie.
That's
I like that
crazy.
kind of shit.
I gotta check
though,
that shit out.
where they like give you the subtle clues.
Dude, Rosemary's Baby. Watch Rosemary's Baby.
Yeah.
And Hereditary, because that's that type of movie where like you watch it once and it explodes your brain, and then when you rewatch it, you're like, oh shit, I should have saw that coming. Yeah.
All right, so I have not seen Alien, but Alien.
What?
That's a dope movie.
Alien is amazing.
But I did see Alien vs Predator, so
That's pretty corny. But
yeah,
it was still
that's
cool to
why
watch.
I after I saw that, I was like, do I watch Alien?
Yeah.
Definitely watch Alien.
Because I thought Alien vs Predator wasn't good either.
That's another movie that's like Freddy vs. Jason. Like, it's cool to see an alien and a predator on the screen at the same time.
If you've already seen the other ones, too.
Yes,
like, yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, I think I was just watching it because my dad was watching it.
And watch the first Predator if
like
you haven't seen that.
I definitely will. The Omen.
One of my top 10 favorite movies.
I love that shit.
The original.
Yeah.
That's another one that's
creepy
like,
ass motherfucking Damien. You like fucking.
Nah,
like,
not about it. Anytime he like goes near a church.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh man, I don't want to spoil it for you, but you need to see it because like it's just weird. It's just so weird. And like I'm kind of a fan of like I love like religious cult type of horror movies because it's just weird. It's like an unnamed thing that people are so confused by that you're like, why is this happening? And it goes back into like, you know, years and years and years like this was set up, and like it's like them trying to figure it out, and once they figure it out, nothing can stop it, and it's just fucking spooky.
That's pretty
dude. Like even what's
crazy.
It called was fucked up to me. Amityville Horror, dude.
Yeah.
That's kind of scared the shit out of me. And I was like, whoa. The priest like fucking all the flies and like, get out. And I was like,
dude.
Oh,
and that fucking part in the fucking wall like opens up and fucking, and that shit happened.
Yeah, I mean not all that, but
being from Long Island and never have seen that movie, and
What?
people always like, yeah, the Amityville Horror House, and I'm like, yeah, it's on Long Island, but I don't know dick about it. Because
and they still have, so in the movie there's like a little shed like out back, like on like a little dock. They still have that.
Really?
Yes.
They changed the shape of the house though. Like,
Yeah,
you
they
can't tell. You
Yeah,
have
it's
to
the
like
same
look
house.
it up. Yeah.
Okay.
But they still have like the backyard kind of still looks the same with like the shed on the little dock. And the remake actually was okay.
What with Ryan Reynolds?
Yeah, it was okay. It was corny as fuck, but
it was not.
It wasn't offensive.
Ryan Reynolds
I
as
did not
the
know
dude.
they remade it.
2005, yeah.
Damn.
I saw it after being used to seeing Ryan Reynolds in like Just
Friends?
Yeah, and I'm like, I swear. I was like, bro, you ain't about to hack up your family.
I don't believe you for a second.
Yeah.
The Cabin in the Woods.
Great
dope
movie.
movie.
Great movie. That's like a horror comedy with like a great concept. Like the story's actually really good.
And then
That's not
Cabin
the-
Fever.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
what I
Cabin
was just about to
Fever.
bring up. I did see Cabin. That's the one with Sean from Boy Meets World,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That
Was
movie's
Ryder Strong?
fucked.
Ryder Strong.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
That movie's fucked.
And they remade that movie actually frame by frame
Are you serious?
for no
Oh
apparent
yeah,
reason.
yeah.
Not
That's
too
stupid.
long ago. It's the dumbest shit ever. Same thing they did with the Psycho remake with Vince Vaughn of all
Jerking
fucking
off.
people.
Vince
Speaking of
Vaughn
that, him
was a-
jerking off through the fucking people.
Are you
Awful.
fucking kidding
Yeah,
me?
but I
Vince
like
Vaughn
that
was in a
one.
horror movie.
Yes.
I liked it because Viggo Mortensen.
Oh,
was in it.
yeah.
I fucks with him.
That
He's
movie
cool.
still sucked dick.
Yeah.
Nosferatu.
I mean, that's just classic spooky. Like,
I have a tattoo of Nosferatu.
1922
Yep.
that came out?
Yep.
Silent
Holy
movie.
Shit.
it's a sound. It's very
Fucking
scary.
scary.
Yeah.
If you want to smoke weed and watch that movie,
I wouldn't
Do
smoke
it.
and watch that movie.
I suggest it. And I don't smoke.
I
but
would like
Turn
smoke.
all the
you
lights
should,
off and watch
You
that
should
shit.
watch
Yeah.
Idle Hands because that's funny.
You love Idle Hands.
Okay.
Yeah.
With Devin Sawa, Seth Green, Eldon Henson, and Jessica Alba.
Yeah.
Vivica A. Fox is in it.
Yeah.
It's a pretty ridiculous movie.
You know what though? I want to watch something that's actually like really fucking scary. Like I don't want to watch like a funny.
Well, it's kind of
movie.
scary too. You know what else scared the shit out of me? Fucking Hostel.
Hostel is a great fucking movie.
Cause shit like that definitely happens in real
You know
life.
that it's based off a real Thai website.
Really?
Which I was just reading.
That's
Hostel, like not hostile. Hostel,
No, like-
Hostel.
Okay.
yeah.
It's about these like 3 dudes who like vacation in like
Hostel.
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
like
Europe
somewhere
or
in
something,
Europe,
right?
yeah.
and
Like
so
Eastern Europe, I think.
And they basically get like drugged and kidnapped, and they find this place that like it's called like it's like this hunters club, but it's humans, and they pay a lot of money to
Kill people.
and torture them to like feed their fantasy and like their
But like it feeds on the fear that people have when traveling to like foreign countries where like
Yeah.
you don't fucking know shit,
Yeah.
especially if you don't know the language or all the areas and you're a clear fucking tourist, especially a clear American tourist. Like you're already self-conscious about that when you go to these places, and it's like, yeah, I'm a fucking, nobody likes me anyway because I'm from America, It's like that really like, it's like, holy shit.
I would say one of the best like revenge horror movies, because like at the end
Oh, yeah.
it's
Well,
like
that's a rare movie too where I like 2 as much as I like 1.
I don't remember liking 2 as much as 1 when that fucking chick like just bathes in the fucking blood.
Yeah, but you mean in number 2?
I think that was
Yeah,
number 2.
but in number 2, like that bitch at the end, like,
I don't remember it as much.
well, I'm not gonna say it. It's dope. I loved it.
I'll have to rewatch it because
Alright.
the first Hostel is really good.
I'm gonna throw in a really, I'm assuming gonna be shitty one,
Let's go.
just because it came to mind. It came out in 2017. The Belko Experiment. Did you guys
I've
see
never
that?
seen
I
that.
wanted to see that actually. That's the one with Michael Rooker made by James Gunn
Oh, word.
in like the building or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
but-
wanted to see that.
Yeah, I figured you guys had seen it just because
No, I didn't
it's
see
a
it.
couple of years out now.
I haven't
but,
seen a lot of recent ones actually.
Let me go back to
Not a
my.
lot of good ones.
I want to see Midsummer or whatever.
Ooh, that's
I heard that
made
shit was
by-
creepy.
Made by the same guy who did Hereditary and The Witch.
Okay.
Fucking yeah, pretty creepy. The way this dude makes movies, his name is Ari Aster, and it's just weird cult shit, and like it's just real spooky and creepy,
Yeah.
and it like fucks with your brain, and like that's a super trippy movie, because it's all in broad daylight, so all this like chaos is happening in broad daylight, and it's kind of
Like
like
a
a
bright
cool,
sunny setting, right?
Yeah.
Like everything's supposed to be like, yeah, this is great.
and it's not.
No.
That's
And
pretty creepy. Yeah, I like that already.
Yeah, it's just they get involved. They go to this thing called Midsummer.
Okay.
That's supposed to be a festival, but it's not the type of festival that you'd think. It's not Lollapalooza. It's just fucked up, and they take like psychedelics, and that fucks with their brain, and it's like a whole bunch of like ritualistic type shit, but they don't know like what they're getting into. They go there for to base their like college paper off of, and yeah, they just get involved in some weird shit. It's pretty fucked up.
That sounds good though. I actually kind of want to check that out.
Yeah, it's not like a jump scare movie.
No. It's like psychological.
Yeah, Hereditary, Rosemary's Baby, Midsummer, all psychological type shit. Just fucks with your brain.
I want to touch on the obvious Scream series.
Fucking
real
love
it.
quick.
Scream. Love Scream.
I grew up on the Scream series, and that was some of my favorite scary movies.
One of the scariest opening scenes of any horror movie ever.
Yeah.
The first one.
First
yeah,
one.
yeah.
Easily.
With the phone call.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And just her trying to run out of there, and you're like, go,
Yeah.
go. Like,
Yeah,
and
dude.
just
That shit had me
and then her
scared.
parents pulling up like
Yeah.
as she's getting like murked out.
just
Yeah.
brutal.
Yeah, that.
Hanging from a fucking tree. Just, oh man, just really visceral, raw shit.
I can watch all of them, but the first one's the best.
First one's
Yeah,
easily the best.
definitely.
2's good.
2's good.
Two's
Three.
the one with Shaggy, right?
No, that's
Dude.
number 1.
He's
Yeah,
that's
Matthew
Matthew
Lillard.
Lillard.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm trying to remember which one.
2 was with fucking Roseanne.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I fucking forgot her name.
Yeah.
And Jamie Kennedy comes back.
Yeah,
Well, yeah,
okay.
Jamie Kennedy, but like also 2 is the opening scenes with like Jada Pinkett Smith.
Yeah,
And,
yeah, okay.
What's his name? Omar Epps.
Yeah, I think you're right.
in the movies, and they're seeing Stab, which is
Stab.
based on the true events that happened in Scream.
Okay, I do remember that now.
Yeah.
Yes. It all blends together.
Yeah.
But yeah, Scream, some
Fucking
of my
love
all-time favorite movies.
Yeah.
Wes Craven's just genius.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the fact that like Scary Movie like took that like concept and like spoofed it, made it fun.
Scary Movie
Great movie.
made
Yeah.
a lot of, as a kid, because those started coming out, I believe, in like 2000.
2000, yeah, Scary Movie
So
came out
a
then.
lot of things that I was afraid of as a kid became way less scary thanks to Scary
Oh,
Movie,
hell yeah.
which was good.
Yeah.
Like some people say their shit got, movies got ruined for them after that, but for me it made it more entertaining because
Yeah.
I was like, this is true. Like, when they
Yeah.
point out shit, like it's like, okay.
Like with Shannon Elizabeth, where she was like, "Do you want me to run away?"
Oh yeah.
Oh, my
Look, you
God.
cut my head off. I was like, dude.
It's just so funny. And they act like Scary Movie is actually a good horror parody movie. Like
Yeah.
they do it perfectly to a T. Even Scary Movie 2
Yeah.
is good with the haunted house and everything. And Tim Curry they get,
And
which
take
is
my
great.
strong hand.
Yeah, dude.
Take my
Brilliant.
strong hand.
My germs. It's just so fucking funny.
Yeah, no, that one is that. I feel like the second Scary Movie is probably the funniest one in my opinion. At
Word.
least.
Oh,
Um,
the line in the first one where they're like, "Here's the shoe. Where's the foot?" It's so fucking stupid.
that's
so
not
good.
Shaq and Dr. Phil, right?
No, that's like Scary Movie like 4
Oh
Yeah.
shit, wrong leg.
with like Kevin Hart and Anthony Anderson.
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of want to like stray away from the list for a second.
Let's
It's
do
not
it.
like a scary movie, but it's more of like a fucked up kind of creepy movie. The one with Leo where he's in the prison.
Shutter Island.
Yeah.
I
Awesome
don't
fucking
remember
movie.
that. I haven't seen that in a long time.
No?
Yeah.
That-
I've
that
seen it,
came out
but
a
I
while ago.
forgot.
With Mark Ruffalo and Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
Martin Scorsese.
I like when I was because I think I watched it like maybe 2 years ago. I had never seen it before, and not that it was scary, but it was just like definitely creepy.
Yeah.
Like almost kind of like putting yourself in his position, and then also like the fact that you believed him the entire time, and then it was just like he was on drugs and shit.
The
or
whole
whatever.
twist at the end
Yeah.
is I don't know. People said it was predictable, but when I see movies, I'm dumb. I never see anything coming.
Yeah.
So I saw it and I was like, "Oh shit!
Yeah.
Like this is brilliant." But I don't know. I thought it was fucking awesome. And then they go out on the porch and you think he's like cured, and then he just says the same shit
Yeah.
over and over again. You're like, "Shit, man, he's really fucking
He's fucked up.
psychotic."
Yeah. No, that one was definitely a good one. I know it's not it's
Is
not
that
like
one coming back to you at all?
Not really. I kind of remember like the shit like him being like fucked up and shit. And I was like,
And Michelle Williams, that part with his fucking kids.
yeah, that
Fucked
was
up, man.
definitely a good movie in my opinion.
Oh yeah, even the score, just the score with those heavy trumpets, fucking scary.
Did I mention this one already? The Thing.
no, you didn't. But I like that movie.
Kurt fucking Russell, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great movie.
Kind of like taking snippets out of all these and looking at what they entail.
It's got a good list.
The
That
Thing's
place.
really spooky too because of where they are. Like they're
Yeah,
like
just
in the middle of
remote.
nowhere. Yeah.
Candyman.
I fucking love that movie.
Awesome movie. Tony Todd.
I like that cover.
Shout out Tony Todd on Riverdale
With,
for an
like the
episode.
eyeball with
Is
the,
he on
the
Riverdale?
bee
For
there.
one episode. Yeah, Candyman. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
With the eyeball with the bee next to it.
And then right next to it is fucking Carrie, bro.
Hell yeah.
Hey man, no cheating. I'm just kidding.
Shit.
That's one of my favorite
I'm
movies.
just kidding. All right, so Carrie.
It's a great fucking
Since
movie.
you just
Spoiled it.
spoiled it. No, I'm just
Damn
kidding.
it.
I'm the host now.
Look at me.
I'm the host now.
I am the captain now. Fucking love Carrie. I hate every other Carrie movie besides the first one. Like they remade it. They made a Carrie 2.
Chloe Grace
The
Moretz.
Rage. Did you see the Rage Carrie 2?
I wouldn't even click that ever.
Yeah, it was-
Or I wouldn't rent that Blockbuster. I wouldn't rent it a Total Video.
But
Nah.
like Carrie, I love because like she isn't like I kind of as in other horror movies where you fucking obviously the antagonist is like someone who's like like they're fuck them, they suck.
Yeah.
I wasn't like rooting against her. Like I felt
Why
bad
would
at some
you?
parts. No, but I'm just saying like that's what I liked about it. It was like, dude, like you see how her mother and the people at school and everything, like, it just pushed her. And then you're just like, holy shit, she just, like, that's it.
Yeah, you feel for her because
Yeah.
she's getting fucking bullied
Yeah.
and everything, and then
And
you
she's
know,
just trying to, like,
deserve
be
it. They
happy.
come.
She's just trying to, like, fit in and, like, live, you know, and, like, feel okay. Like, but I fucking love that movie.
Would you say that's Stephen King's best movie that's been adapted from a book by him?
It might be my favorite. I gotta think, though, because
He has a lot.
there were so many Stephen King movies that I forgot he wrote. Like, you know, like, that the book was based on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Horror-wise,
Shining,
I
Carrie.
definitely love that. But, like, Stand By Me is based on.
Stand By Me, also. Great movie.
And I love that movie.
Misery.
Oh,
Also,
my God, Misery, yeah.
Awesome fucking movie.
Dude, I love that movie, too.
Kathy
Holy
Bates.
shit.
It's fucking
That's
scary
something
now.
that could spook you out, too.
They're doing that show Castle Rock,
Yeah.
and they're doing Misery again. I don't know why, but they're doing it again. But you really can't hold a candle to Kathy Bates. Being
No,
fucking
Yeah, no,
scary.
that is. Is that the same one where they're trapped in the house with the guy with the wheelchair?
Yeah,
He's-
James
yeah,
Caan.
Yeah, he's like in bed the whole time.
Yeah,
And she
he's
has
got,
him, like, writing and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's the writer, right?
Yeah.
And that one's scary.
And she's
as
like
fuck.
his stalker.
Exactly.
She's obsessed
Okay.
with him.
That's what I thought this was
Yeah.
when I couldn't remember the title, but when you guys said Stephen King, I just
Mhm.
Googled that and that came up, and I was just like, oh fuck, that looks familiar. Green Mile.
Green Mile, also.
Yeah, but
You forgot about that?
That's
not horror.
like horror.
I just have Stephen King movies up, but
Also,
That was
Stephen
more of
King,
like a-
Shawshank, yeah.
yeah, well, I mean that's
classic.
one of my favorites.
Classic. What's another one? I forgot.
Thinner.
Thinner. That's the one I was thinking of.
That one's gross.
Actually, an awesome movie.
Yeah, it's not
for
bad,
some
but
reason I like that movie.
that
I
shit
don't know
grosses
why.
me out.
Yeah, with the gypsies and shit.
Yeah, and just like you see the guy's like face. and-
Yeah, it's just boils and shit.
Yeah.
The Langoliers is a terrible fucking movie.
I don't remember that one, but I definitely seen it.
It's like 4 hours long.
Creep Show.
Yes.
Good. You ever see Monkey Shines?
No, I haven't.
That's like a classic.
But I know what it is. I never saw it. Creepshow 2 is one of my favorite horror movies of all time. So fucking good. It's like little like mini horror movies in one big movie.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I've not seen that one. Shocker. Children of the Corn.
Oh yeah, also
Yeah,
another
that's
awesome
crazy.
movie. Got Reanimator on there.
Reanimator's crazy.
Insane movie.
You guys might have spoken of Christine, right? You spoke
Fucking
about
love
that?
Christine.
Yeah, also another awesome movie.
The
I
Dead
just watched
Zone.
that the other day.
Never saw Dead Zone.
I saw it, but it's not like. From what I recall, it didn't like.
What is
Leave it
this?
in.
Strike a chord.
Johnny Depp, Secret Window.
Oh yeah, nah.
Nah, yeah, fuck that.
That was 2004. That was okay. That's another one that has like a twist where you're like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Didn't see that coming.
That's-
That's a twist that I did see.
Yeah.
I was like, this fucking guy.
Salem's Lot.
Salem's
seen
Lot
that.
is so fucking corny, but it's so good.
I've never seen it.
It's like with it's like some vampire shit.
Word.
Monster Squad is a great fucking movie.
Never
That's like
seen
horror. Oh, dude, you love Monster Squad. It's like the Goonies, with like all the Universal monsters and shit. Like,
Oh, wait a minute. I think I
Dracula.
did see that
yeah, it has all the
a
Universal.
while
monsters in
ago.
it. I feel like you definitely saw that
Yeah.
at some point.
Tales from the Dark Side.
I don't recall.
No.
I definitely recalled like seeing it somewhere.
Yeah, I haven't seen it though.
All right, I'm going back to my regular movie list.
Did you ever see the movie Mother?
No,
It's not scary, but it's like freaky.
I hear it's
A lot of people didn't like it, but a lot of people
Yeah.
loved it. I loved it.
I heard it. Well, it was billed as a horror movie, but then it wasn't like a horror movie. It was like an allegory for like
It's very
Mother Nature.
anxiety inducing. Like it will make you like, whoa, like this fucking, and it does. Yeah, it makes you feel like a piece of shit for being like alive, like for being like a human being.
Like, wow, I don't belong here at all.
Oh, here's
Right.
one.
But it's pronounced Mother.
Yeah,
Jeff Goldblum,
The Fly.
The Fly.
Oh fuck
I've seen that, yeah,
yeah,
it's a
David
cool movie.
Cronenberg.
Yes, that is one.
That's a creepy fucking movie.
that I just recently saw. So I was trying to save it, but
Mad creepy.
They made The Fly too for some reason.
I did not know that.
Yeah, don't watch it. Watch the first one. That's all you need.
Here's a recent one. A Quiet Place.
Awesome movie.
Oh, I couldn't finish watching that.
No?
No, well, no, not because
Why?
I was
'Cause it was-
scared. Because
okay.
I had a bootleg.
No.
I think it's on Hulu.
And
It's on Hulu.
it
/
didn't
Prime or
have
something.
subtitles, so like, we just thought we were watching it. Like, I was with my family. We were watching it. We were like, are we supposed to like pre-study sign language before this, or something? Like, why are we not seeing what's going on?
Hence,
And it turned out, whoever ripped it off, zoomed in on the picture to like, I guess, cut out the bottom where it says like property of whatever and shit.
Right.
But they also cut out the fucking subtitles.
That's in the movie.
So like we're just
purposely.
sitting there for like 20 minutes. Like, are they ever going to like have subtitles or like whisper or some shit?
Like, are we supposed to be like, we need like a hearing aid to just
So like
hear
I
the
never
fucking
watched it because I spent the first 20 minutes of it just like, what is going on? I was like, what the
this
fuck?
isn't a silent movie.
Yeah.
It's a quiet place, but jeez.
Yeah.
All right,
It was a
so
good movie though.
we just fired through probably like 25 movies.
Yeah, there was a lot. Good list.
I don't want to leave off Frankenstein, but it's kind of corny.
Awesome movie, man.
Oh, I mean, I enjoy the actual concept of the movie, but were you really scared watching it?
No.
Not really. Just an awesome movie. Well, the one scene when he sees the little girl at the lake and like you don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
That shit was kind of tense. Other than that, it's just a good movie.
I took this class in high school called Monsters in Literature. I'm sure you probably heard of it, maybe not. But awesome class. All you did was read like horror, books and
I wish I
watch
took that
movies
fucking
for it.
class.
What, in high school?
Yeah.
I definitely didn't hear that.
Yeah, it was dope. But yeah, it just opened me up to. Obviously, you guys are gonna be like, it didn't open you up to enough. But who the fuck is that? Oh, Eric in the control room. Ask them about Saw.
Oh, I was waiting for that to come up. Good job, Eric.
So I mean, I saw Saw and I enjoyed them, but like, I feel like after like the second one, it was just
Yeah, it got corny to me, but again, the concept, especially seeing the first one, scared the fuck out of me.
It's one of my favorite horror series.
It's like
of
the
all
whole
time.
same shit with like Hostel though. It's like just you not knowing that like you're being stalked and like set up to be fucking thrown into a shitty ass situation where you're just like, what the fuck? I should have just like paid attention to what was going on and how I was as a person, Like,
yeah, exactly. It's basically like pretty much the message is don't be a piece of shit and you won't be thrown into like a game where you have to like slice off your limb to live.
And cut your eye out.
But like, yeah, dude, the first movie is one of the best twists in a horror movie.
Yeah.
And then like as the movies do go on, they do get a little bit ridiculous, but it's still pretty awesome.
But that first one, when you see him get up and shit, you're like, I was like, no fucking way, dude.
That's the only movie I snuck into as a kid, and that ending fucked me up.
Yeah.
That whole thing where you're just like, dude, as he gets up slowly with the dun, dun, that spooky Saw music, you're like, what is happening? I actually met that guy. He's super fucking cool.
He was in Seinfeld, too.
He was.
Yeah.
And Goodfellas.
Oh, yeah, he was
Bank
one of
teller.
the agents. Oh, he was a bank teller? Wasn't he undercover, though?
I think so.
I think he, like, brought them in, like, when they were counting shit or something.
Yeah. That's what it was.
Just wanted to mention next month, I'll be having Peter Green from Pulp Fiction
Oh,
on
shit.
the podcast.
Really?
Yeah.
He's been a lot of.
He was in The Mask.
Yeah, The
couple
Mask,
of
Dorian.
Yeah.
Usual Suspects.
Yeah, and he's doing a couple of new movies now too, so we're gonna talk about that.
That's fucking awesome,
Yeah,
dude.
that is awesome.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to that.
That's a good score.
How'd you get that?
I have a mutual friend that put me in contact, and it lives right around here. So
He does a
fucking
lot of
sick.
music videos, or used to, for like Necro. that rapper.
Yeah.
He was in a bunch of.
Yeah, he was just hanging out with the Misfits. He did a video with them.
Oh yeah, they had like a big reunion show.
At
didn't they?
MSG.
Exactly. He was backstage with them.
That's sick.
I actually talked to him on the phone that night, so that's why
Dude, that's fucking
bring that
awesome.
up, but,
That's fucking awesome.
But yeah, no, he's always been like a crazy, scary motherfucker that like, I was like, fuck, I wish I could have got him in for tonight,
Oh
but
man,
he
I
couldn't
would
make it
might have been
tonight.
pissing my pants.
Yeah, I was going to try to get him in as a special guest.
Even in The Mask, he was fucking scary.
Yeah.
Dorian?
Yeah,
There's always time.
That scene in Pulp Fiction, though, where they're
Dude.
fucking with Bruce Willis.
Yeah,
and,
I was just humming that outside.
Yeah,
Oh, That's so weird because I don't even know how that popped in my head either.
He said,
It's fate.
"Get out of here and don't let me ever see you again. I'm about to get medieval on this motherfucker."
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that
Dead's
movie is
dead,
just
baby.
fantastic. Yeah, I
Yeah.
know, right? But yeah, so I wanted to kind of transition into more, say, like your scariest personal story / encounter / whatever comes to mind.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I got one.
Because you
I got
guys seem
something.
like you have quite a few, so give me your best one.
Go ahead.
You want me to go first?
Yeah.
All right. So this was in 8th grade, so I was at least like 12 or 13. Me and my 2 other friends, we were having a sleepover. So our mom took us to Blockbuster. We rented some horror movies. One we never heard of, which turned out to be a softcore porn, pretty much.
Nice.
I don't remember the name. So we ordered Domino's. We got some pizza. We got that shit with like the little jizz sauce, like that frosting or whatever, No, just me.
Domino's?
Like the toaster
cinnamon?
strudel,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
shit.
yeah. Okay.
It was like the cinnamon thing, and it had
Yeah.
like the little jizzy sauce.
I'm sure you loved it.
Anyway, oh yeah, I guzzled it all night. So it was that. So we were balling out, and this was the time of like America Online, internet,
Yeah.
like dial-up internet. So my 2 friends were downstairs in the living room watching the movie, and I was upstairs in my bedroom talking to some girl in 8th grade, saying nothing, but like I was just on AOL or AIM or whatever, both of them, and all of a sudden I hear my friends go like, "Whoa!" Like all of a sudden, and I like as I go to turn, I see this like aura next to me, like this white aura, but I saw like the outline of like a face, and it looked like some guy standing over my shoulder with like a creepy smile. Like I'll never forget, he was like that, and I was like, "Whoa, shit!" Like it freaked me out, and I ran downstairs, and I was like, "You guys all right? Like what's going on?" He's like, "Yeah, we just saw a flash of like white light like go up the fucking stairs." I'm like, "All right, I think I just saw a fucking ghost."
What
or
the fuck?
something.
Was the house like haunted or something?
This is the one in Levittown.
Ah.
I don't know, but that's the
crazy.
only experience that I've had in that house like that. But I've never
It's the
forgotten about it.
Levittownville horror house.
Dude, it fucked me up because I'll never forget like that face, and I saw it like it was just so weird and freaky. That's really the only like paranormal thing that I've had happen to me that young. I really don't remember anything
Paranormal?
else.
So you mean like for stories, you mean like paranormal experiences or just like.
I want you to
Just
give
getting
me the
spooked out.
scariest fucking story you got in that brain of yours.
That's all I got.
I don't care what the concept, the subtopic of it is.
I'm trying to think like.
You want to think? You
scariest.
want me to tell mine first?
Go ahead, yeah.
Go for it, man.
All right. So, me and a couple of friends of mine, I know I already fucked that up. A couple friends of mine and I were walking the streets, I guess, of Plainview in high school. I don't know how we got over there, but it was around Halloween time, and someone had told us about a haunted house over there. So naturally, we wanted to check it out. Now, I don't know how familiar you guys are with Plainview. I don't really know the area that well, but
Not that much.
Yeah. I don't know.
all I know is where this house is. It's at the intersection of Washington and Adelphi, whatever the fuck that means. It's like off the 135 somewhere.
I know that like the area when you say it.
Yeah.
Never been around there though.
I feel like that area alone with like the windy turn roads and like no lights, but like a creepy overpass and everything was like setting the mood for like what was about to happen. So we walked probably like miles. We were walking to meet up with these chicks. And
That's why you were in Plainview.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like we really wanted to see the haunted house. Like I don't think that I was getting anything anyway, so I was just like more hyped about the haunted house. So these girls knew specifically where it was, so we eventually met up with them at like some 7-Eleven, kept walking, and like all of a sudden we're on this like long, one lane road on each side. And then there's just like a court of like mad nice houses that like if you make a left, you're on the court. And then directly across from the court, there's just woods. And the girls were like, all right, the haunted house is in here. So there's no, like, it's pitch black. There's no actual path. So you have to walk through for like a good mile in the pitch dark. And this was like the time before like us having cell phones with like flashlights and shit.
Yeah.
I don't know why there wasn't any flashlights.
So it was like in the middle of the woods, this place?
Yeah, kind of.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But yeah, keep going.
So we walked up this long hill and we get to, like, you can kind of see like this fucking house because again, there's no lights at all, but it's all boarded up and everything, and graffiti all over the place. It's just like this scary looking fucking house. Where I almost feel like I have to call up a picture of it really quick.
Yeah, if you could find one, that would be a great
I definitely
visual
can.
aid. I wonder if it's still there.
It absolutely is.
And we should take a trip down there.
Fuck that. I know somebody who has this dude who has a big YouTube channel, Paranormal Files, and they investigate like haunted places and shit. And he asked me if I would ever be down to like do something like that, and I was like, nah. I love what you do, but
Nah.
like I don't want to interfere with that shit. Like I'm just personally.
You never know. It could like.
Because I
go
believe
home
in
with
it.
you or
Yeah, I
whatever.
believe in it heavily, and I just don't even want to open my mind into like that. Like let them in. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
I don't
'cause
want
once
to fuck
they're
with
in,
them. Yeah, I don't want
They're
to fuck
in,
with
and
them.
it's hard to get them out, as movies have shown. But that stuff is awesome. I really believe in that stuff.
Okay, I found it. It is called the Shattuck Estate.
Shattuck.
So it was original. So it's an abandoned mansion in Plainview. Fucking huge house. Like, it looks like your typical scary fucking house.
Yeah.
I did not want to go inside, but we had these girls with us and my two buddies, so I wasn't going to bitch out. But if I can give you a little context. Like, during the day, this is
know
like
that
the
house.
entrance.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
creepy as fuck.
Yeah, so this is during the day, but at night, like, you couldn't fucking see anything. And
Do they have a backstory of like who lived there and when was the last time someone actually like?
so I'm going to read that to you, but
Oh, fuck yeah.
I don't have all of the details on my brain, so I'm just kind of telling you my
That's
story.
Oh yeah, that's creepy as fuck.
But
At a
trying to
garage or something?
yeah, there's a lot of like crazy like this is in the back of the house. There were these stairs, and like of course they wanted to go up these fucking stairs, and I'm like, yo, we're gonna get to the top of the stairs and try to get in and die.
You never know what's going
Dude,
on.
fuck all that shit.
But yeah, this is
Oh,
the
it's inside.
Yeah, and graffiti everywhere, but like
Spiral staircase, you know it's haunted.
spiral
Yeah.
staircase with the fucking thing that you can sit on at the bottom.
Haunted.
I was shitting my pants when we got inside because it was so fucking scary.
What time was this? Like midnight or?
This was like 2:00 in the morning.
Oh, fuck that.
Yeah. I mean, again, it was right around Halloween.
And 3:00 in the morning is the witching hour.
Yeah.
Right?
Here's the chair for the fucking.
Oh, yo,
Thing.
check that out.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah, it was some serious shit. And this place was boarded up, like I said, so we had to like break down the boards to get in.
Wow, you guys are really dedicated.
I did not want to do that. I was ready to get the fuck out of there as soon as someone else said let's leave. But again,
Yeah, I totally would fucking leave too. That shit's freaky.
I did not. Yeah. Oh, I want to show you the initial picture. This is what it looks like from like.
Ariel.
It's in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Yeah. Like there's just a lot of woods around there. So like even just walking through the woods was like I felt like we're gonna die. But then when we got into the actual house, it was like, all right, so now we're in this creepy ass house in the middle of these fucking like. So if anything happens, now you got to book it like mad far to get the fuck out of
Yeah,
here.
dude. Fuck
So
that.
all right, so let me get to the point of the story now. We're in this house. We go up these the spiral staircase. One of the girls we're with decides to wander off by herself like a fucking idiot. Falls through the floor of this because I get like a lot of this house was really like scary to walk in. It was condemned, you know.
It's probably all rotted and stuff
Yeah.
like
Oh
that.
yeah. I mean, it was. We shouldn't have been in there, obviously, but yeah. No, I mean, she falls through the floor.
The
and,
fuck?
Yeah.
Like clean through?
Legit.
Like Eddie in the first It.
Maybe like 15 feet down to
What?
the next thing. She's severely hurt, bleeding. Like, and I don't know how, but we had a surfboard with us, so we carried her out with the surfboard
Holy shit.
down through the woods and got her out of there. But before any of that happened, before we knew that that's what happened, she was just disappeared, and she's screaming bloody murder. So we're all thinking that she got fucking grabbed. We can't find her.
Yeah.
We were all on this place is 3 floors. She was on the 2nd floor, so we hear screaming from the 2nd floor. You know, but it must have been like coming through the little hole that she went through,
Right.
so we could hear her.
You guys were on the 3rd floor?
3rd floor, freaking the fuck out.
Fuck that shit.
And my friends were like, "No, she's fine, whatever else."
She's fine.
I was like, "Have you guys ever seen a fucking scary movie?
Exactly.
She's just screaming. She's good.
If there's ever a time to get the fuck out of here, now is the time."
Yeah. And you have to get her.
But we didn't know that she was hurt. I mean, I assumed something was wrong, like she was being molested by a ghost or some shit like that. But
I wish.
I wish.
Who doesn't want to be molested by a ghost?
Right, I would kill to be molested by a ghost instead of breaking my legs.
Jerk me off better than myself. All right, what?
No, yeah. So she like
Jeez.
she had like a bunch of glass that went through her leg.
Damn,
that
bro.
she like lost a bunch of blood, and they did like a tourniquet with like multiple shirts to wrap
my
around
God.
her fucking leg. So at this point in time, I'm like, all right, this place is definitely like haunted, and we're fucking with whatever spirits are in here, because that wouldn't have happened. You know what I mean? Like, and everyone's like, no, it wouldn't happen to any of us. I'm like, yeah, I guess I get what you're saying, but like, we shouldn't fucking be here.
Yeah, something's
what I'm
going
saying.
on in the
Yeah.
house.
So we went to leave, and we didn't take the same like entrance that we came in, because we came in through those back steps, which were like the scariest part. So they wanted to leave through the front door, which was completely bolted, like you couldn't get out. So now the girls that were friends with the girl that got hurt were freaking the fuck out that they couldn't leave the house, and they're crying, screaming, and kind of freaking us out a little bit, and also annoying us. And I was like, yo, why the fuck don't we just use the back door that we came in? But it was only like a little hole. Like it wasn't like easily accessible. So I think that's the reason they didn't want to do it, because we had to like shove the girl that got hurt through the hole.
I mean, fuck it. Whatever's the easiest way to get out.
Listen,
Just do
I
it.
Yeah, get
I
the fuck
agreed.
out.
I was still scared about being in the fucking house. You know, like fuck her being hurt. I was scared.
Yeah.
I know that sounds selfish, but I don't do well with like horror.
Sometimes people go into like fight or flight situations.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're like, shit, I just want to get out.
Yeah,
But
like
it's a good
picture
thing
like George Costanza with the fire, where he like
Yeah.
pushes everyone out of the way
Yeah.
to get the fuck out of there. I felt
I'm
like
looking
that.
out for me.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, this whole experience was horrifying, and then they didn't want to call like the cops or like an ambulance or anything, so we were parked outside of like right in front of that court. So then we drove this chick to LIJ, like right in Plainview, and she keeps losing blood. They can't do anything to help her.
What?
Apparently, we had to take her to Nassau Medical Center.
They're
Yeah,
a hospital.
bro.
They couldn't
Mad
do
far
anything.
away. Yeah, they're like, no, she's lost too much blood already. We don't know what we can do to help her.
That's
We're like,
insane.
this bitch is gonna
the whole
die.
point
she-
of a hospital.
Is she alive?
They
She was
know what to
alive
do.
and fine. But
Should have got her on the show too and interviewed her
yeah,
about that.
she doesn't really talk to any of us anymore.
From that situation.
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. No, I think that her parents were like,
Don't hang
Those-
out those fucking
those
assholes.
guys are dead to you. Like, but yeah,
That's
so
brutal.
so at that point in time, like, I just decided I would never go back there, and that's pretty much the end of the story.
Yeah, why
But,
would you?
I wouldn't go in any of those fucking places, dude. Fuck
No
that.
way.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, you're a dumb kid. I think I was like, what, 16, 17, so
Yeah.
I was trying to fit in with everyone else, and that just unfortunately happened, and everyone else was down for it, and I just kind of went along with it. But
It would be a good
I'll
spot.
never forget it.
It would be a
Nah,
good
fuck
spot if you were homeless.
A
Not if
lot
the
of
fucking
homeless hang out there.
Floors are given out, bro. Like,
Stay on that ground level.
that's like, I never went. I know people that went there. I never went. I know many people, many times who have went to Kings Park. Never went there.
Oh yeah, fuck that. I went to Kings Park.
Here's one. Mount
Misery, Sleepy Hollow
I was
Road.
gonna call it Mount Marcy. Mount Misery.
Mount
yeah.
Marcy.
I went to Mount Misery,
Yeah,
but
fuck that. That's
we got
I did that too.
kicked out because the cops were waiting in there, and they said this was a while ago. Though. This wasn't like after what was recently happening, but they said there was like gang killings in the woods, and they said they're waiting for dumbasses like you to go in there and fucking for a spooky time, and they'll just fucking take you and kill you. And we were like, all right, chill.
Yeah, from what I remember, like when we went, like we all smoked. We drove in my brother's car, and then like you park under this overpass or some shit,
Yeah.
and it's supposed to like sway and make you feel like you're moving.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I remember.
But apparently
Well,
it's
it
on
was
an
stupid
incline.
as
There's
fuck.
also woods
Yeah.
over there too, though, that people
Well-
would go to where they would see like, you know, cultists and shit like
Yeah.
lighting shit
Well,
on
isn't
fire.
there-
Ghosts
that-
in the cemetery
that
and whatnot. There's
closed,
one
like,
lady.
penitentiarium or whatever the fuck you call it, like right there along like the woods on the one side when you're exiting.
I don't know. Is that where Kings Park
the
is?
psych ward. Kings Park is also one, but it's
Yeah.
like
Oh, there's another one?
it was like a kid's like.
It's a nursery, I think.
Is it?
I think it might be a nursery or
I
something.
don't
But it
recall.
wasn't like a functioning one.
No, not. It's like an old one, but I
Yeah.
remember hearing like a nursery like burnt down over there, like a long time
oh,
ago.
wait. Yeah, I think I know.
Which
what
is
you're
why,
talking
like, if you park your car under that overpass,
about. you see a
apparently,
kid, right?
like kids, like footprints and handprints, like on
On
your
your car.
car.
Yeah, okay, I do remember hearing that too.
And there's like a dog. Like if you see a dog, you're gonna die.
Yeah.
Or a dead dog or something. And then apparently there was one urban myth that if you get stopped by a cop, and the cop is actually dead, and when he turns around, he has like a bullet hole in the back
his
of his
head?
fucking head.
Our cops were not dead.
They were very alive.
Because we went there knowing not about the gang shit, but we were like, if we go into these fucking haunted ass woods and there really are some weird cult people doing some weird, like, you know, sacrifice or like fucking like
You
satanic
could
ritual.
stop 'em.
Well, no, we would just not stop them, but stop them from like taking us or some shit. So like we had like knives and like one of my friends had like a fucking straight up like katana, like just like in the
God.
car, and the cop was like, "What the fuck were you guys gonna do with this?" And we're like, "Well, you said it's not safe in there. Like we know that.
Yeah.
Like we were
You
gonna
need
go in
weapons to
there,
protect yourselves.
so like we wanted to be safe. We had like Chinese throwing stars and shit. It was stupid, but again, we were teenagers and
Yeah.
like I was
Teenagers
never
do dumb
down to
shit.
do shit like that, to go to like haunted, fucked up places, but the times I was when it was like, let's just bring weapons. It's like, yeah, fuck it, let's just bring weapons.
Yeah, why
Like,
not?
At least we're not walking in there with our dicks in our hand, like just like
Or guns.
yeah. Well, no.
What about some of those fucking sumps in Levittown? Those
Oh,
could,
dude.
those could be creepy.
Yeah, they're creepy.
Creepy at night, but there's not a lot of horror
the
filled
cre-
shit that goes
No,
on.
but the creepiest thing that happened was one of the ones that we hung out in.
The
One
chair.
of the ways, no, the one by
Wisdom Lane.
Slate, around the bend from Slate.
Yeah, okay.
The one that we went, when we would go there, we started cutting through the backyard of the dude who killed himself and his brother.
Yeah.
What?
That was scary, yeah.
Jallo.
Yeah. Now, this dude,
I did
you
not know that.
He would ride around the neighborhood and go, Jallo.
yeah, on his
Sorry.
bike, and he would like
hello?
collect, he would collect change out of the vacuums at like the gas station or CVS and shit.
Yeah.
And he was cool. I
Mad
mean,
nice guy.
Yeah, there were like rumors about him and shit, like being weird. And
How
Yeah.
old was this guy?
He was older. He was like, I think he was like a retired teacher or something, wasn't he?
Yeah. He also
Something.
used to like, he got a bad rap because he used to like hang out at the pool. Like,
Yeah,
around
and
the
people
kids.
thought he was like a pervert and shit,
Yeah.
but he just like lived there,
Yeah.
like near
He
there.
lived like 3 houses away from the pool.
And he killed himself and his brother?
He killed.
Yeah.
Yeah, he killed himself first.
and then his ghost came back and then
I
he
think I
sliced
said
his
it in
brother's
that
throat.
order anyway.
You
I
did,
was,
you
I was
fuck.
fucking with you. Yeah. But no, yeah, whatever. You know, no disrespect, obviously, to him
No.
or anything. I don't know what
No, that's
happened,
just an
but
interesting
but the
story.
paper, the newspaper article, I had it on my wall for a while. It said that, you know, his brother was special needs, and he belonged to like a program. And when he didn't show up for a few days, they did a wellness check, and they found the brother in a bedroom shotgun blasted to
Holy
death.
shit.
And they found the dude in a chair in the living room, suicided himself.
Wow.
So people, though, now this is a thing. Like, I definitely did certain things to, like, try to be cool, but, like, they were small things. I didn't go to an extent. Like, if somebody didn't think I was cool, I was like, I don't
You
know.
didn't give a shit that much.
Like, a lot of people went in the house. I did not go in the fucking house.
Oh, yeah, no.
A lot of people took stuff from there, you know, whatever. I did not do that. Like, I went in the backyard. I've looked in. If you looked in the back window, you could see where they cut out the rug and
Where the
shit
body
like
was?
that, where the blood was and shit. You could see, like,
Oh,
some of the
shit.
stain that seeped through the rug onto the fucking, you know, the flooring underneath it.
Man, I want to look into that.
So that was, well, people live there now. You know, they redid it.
What's
and
the
every
guy's
time,
name, though? Probably have some news
Roland.
articles.
Roland something.
The people that moved in were like, hey, you mind leaving that carpet?
If you look up like Levittown,
like
like murder suicide, I think you would
Oh, that
find
shit
it.
will immediately
Yeah.
come up.
But every time I walk past, especially if I see like the dude outside and a family lives there now, but I think they're older, I'm like, does this dude have any idea like what happened in this house?
You got a deal on this house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much you pay for this house?
You want to know why you got a deal for the house? But I think legally they're obligated to tell you that, like, this shit happened
Oh, yeah.
in your house.
It's like some Carfax type shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get the house
Murder
back.
facts.
Only it's
But-
Joe instead of a fox.
House
Alright.
facts,
Did
bitch.
you get the house facts?
Right, I'm walking up to the guy in the driveway.
Hey, you want your house facts? Someone got murdered in here.
All right,
Don't take it.
but yeah.
So was that your scariest story?
No.
Okay.
I don't really have anything that was scary. I do have shit where it spooked me, like, for a bit, but nothing that was, like, you know, like, one time, the times that I remember being most freaked out, like, anxiety-wise, was, like, one time, like, my friends, we went to, like, fight people, and one of my friends got stabbed a few times.
I remember this.
And that was, like, that scared me. Like,
Yeah.
when I hear somebody yell, you know, I'm going to leave names out, but so-and-so got stabbed, it's like, I was like, oh, my God. Like, they're actually fucking stabbing me.
Yeah, like, this is real.
Holy
I was
fuck.
like, yeah, that scared the shit out of me. But, like, paranormally, one of the things that, I'm making words up, bro. I don't give a
Paranormally?
fuck. Paranormally? In the
definitely a
paranormal
word.
aspect,
That's gotta be
something
right.
that fucked me up was in my house. It was like two different things, like 2 nights in a row. So like the first thing that happened, like one night, it was just like, you know, normal shit. I stay up mad late. I go to sleep like in the morning basically. And I always did that, especially when I smoked weed and shit, because I would just sit up smoking and like working on well, no, actually I wasn't working on music back then really. Watching,
Playing
I guess,
video games?
scary movies, yeah. Playing like scary video games or anything like Dead Rising and
Silent
Call of
Hill?
Duty. So like I went down just to like do my normal shit. It was like 1, 2 in the morning. I went to make like my fucking snack and eat some fucking food. You know, it's quiet down there, but like again, it's like normal. And just as like I'm there, it was after my grandpa died and he had lived with us. There's like a bowl of fruit like on, you know, I have one of those like islands.
Yeah.
It's not really an island. It's kind of like a peninsula because it's connected to like my
Peninsula.
fucking. But anyway, there's like a bowl of fruit there, and there was like fucking lemons and apples and shit, and like one of them just like from the middle, like it wasn't on a slant, it wasn't like uneven, from the middle. Like I watched it, I was like making my shit, and I saw it like move, and it just rolled, like 3 rolls like over the rest of the shit, and then off the bowl, and then like rolled on, like was like rolling on my counter. And I was just standing there like, am I just really fucking high? Like I was like, what the fuck? And I just like grabbed my shit and just like ran upstairs.
Yeah, I would've
and
ran
just sat there thinking like, okay. Like again, I was like, am I just high? Like the fuck? Like no, because it was still there, you
Yeah.
know? Like when I went down the next day to like check it. But I was like, was it? You know, when you see shit like that, you're thinking, even though I believe in it, I'm still thinking like, it must have been like lopsided or something. Gravity just like happened to do it. Maybe I closed the drawer too hard, but it was like, no. I was fucking standing there, not touching shit except like, you know, wasn't making a ruckus. I wasn't moving shit. I was just like making like a fucking peanut butter sandwich or some shit. And I was just like, So the next night, or it was like in the same week. I know that at least because I remember being spooked about it still. Behind my refrigerator now. My refrigerator's like in a position, like say like this bottle is my fridge. Right here is a door to a room. At the time was like my grandma and grandpa's living room in my house. And I was here, and when you open the fridge, it opens like this way. Yeah. So like you can't see the door then when you're looking in the fridge. And at night, their doors are always shut. So I open the fridge, I'm looking. Again, I'm like just spacing out, like, what the fuck? What do I want? And like, again, it was like 2, 3 in the morning, like whatever. And I hear, again, it wasn't like gravity doing its thing. I hear the doorknob like, and then like, you know when you like hear it come out of like the hole, like when you turn a doorknob,
yeah,
you hear it like click out.
Oh fuck no!
And I hear,
I'm out.
And like I hear the click, like somebody turned it, and then like I stopped because I didn't know if it was that or what, and then I hear, and I fucking shut my fridge and like peek out like the side of the door, and I just see the living room door like opening slow, and I was just like, again, I just slammed my fridge door shut. Upstairs. I just sprinted upstairs, and I was like,
I'm never going back downstairs
I was like, what the fuck is going on here, dude? And
were your parents home and everything?
Yeah.
Or?
But again,
it was the middle of the night though, so everyone was asleep.
They were asleep.
Yeah.
And, like,
and you had all the lights off.
Yeah. Except like one like over the counter, but
and the
like,
fridge light, obviously.
Yeah. But
you had the scary light on only.
Yeah, it scared the fuck out of me.
The very dim light.
Yeah, damn, no, fuck.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
I'm out.
But a thing that happened, now that I remember too, I wasn't a witness to it because it was involving me, but I used to like kind of sleepwalk and like do weird shit in my sleep, and one of the times, apparently sometimes I would sleep with like my eyes open. And, like, however that's possible, I did it. Because one of the times I was sleeping, my aunt was sleeping over and she was sleeping in my room. I was, like, a kid, like 8, 9. And she woke up to go to the bathroom. She came back in. She said I was just laying there, like... And she was like, hey, you know, Joey, you all right? You know, you okay? And, like, I just wasn't responding.
Holy shit.
And then, like, she got my mom and, like, I woke up, like... possibly with them standing there or some shit, or they told me the next day. I don't remember. But I remember them being like, yeah, we were freaked the fuck out. Like, your eyes were open.
Yeah, they
like,
probably thought you were dead or something.
Yeah. And, like, I even slept once when I slept at one of my friend's houses. I walked into his parents' room, and they thought something was wrong. And I just asked them for AA batteries. And then before they even answered me, I just turned around and walked out. That's what they told me. And then they woke me up and they were like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, what happened? Like, what are you talking about? I was like, I'm sleeping. And they're like, I think you were sleepwalking. And we were like, what? Have you ever done that? I was like, yeah, I've like kicked the wall and like hit like, I think I hit my mom once when she came in to like, she used to work nights. She came in to like check on us and like, you know, pull the blanket up, see if we were okay. And I think one night I like hit her or kicked her or something. But again, like that was just in my sleep.
Damn.
So
it's a good thing you grew out of that.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want me fucking walking around like fucking like swinging at people.
Yeah, getting hit by a 30-year-old dude in his sleep.
Right?
But for real though, how scary can the dark be sometimes?
Very scary.
Pretty fucking scary.
Yeah.
I would say no matter where you are, it doesn't matter if you're in your house.
No.
Outside. I go past when I go to my dad's house, to my house, I have to walk past like a cemetery. And it's a small cemetery. And just even, I have like an electric scooter, so I'm whizzing past it. But like, it's so just like quiet. And I just zoom past it because I am afraid some shit, I don't know. It's just dark and quiet and creepy. And no matter what, you never know what the fuck can happen.
I have another story for you. So I work here at the Public Access TV studio. And
shout out.
I'm not going to shout them out. I'm just going to tell you that it is a public. I'm not going to tell you the name of the Public Access studio. Anyway, so I work till midnight some nights, and the last Friday the 13th that happened, very recent.
September.
Exactly. It was probably like 10:30 at night. There's like no one left in the building. My dude at reception is chilling. I'm upstairs at my desk chilling. And we have like an education wing that's like all the way around in the back of the building. Now all of them leave probably like 6, 7 o'clock, so it's like 10:30. There, within the class, there's like a phone that we all have phones that can page the entire building.
Yeah.
And there's a classroom phone. Now, the page all shit keeps going off from the classroom. Classroom's dark. There's no one in there. Someone would have had to hit it and pick up the phone to say whatever.
Right.
There's deep fucking breathing in and out coming from there, and like it didn't stop. So my boy, I call him Gaines, who's in reception. He's fucking huge. I was like, bro, I am not going in that room. You have the key to it. You're huge. You're going in there.
Yeah.
So he's like, all right, no problem. We go up there. I go right behind him. We investigate. The phone was off the hook. Put the phone back on the hook. Shit you not. Half hour later, same exact thing happens. Now, it was me, him, and like one other of my coworkers who I was with in the same room as me. We our desks are like next to each other, so he couldn't have done it. And like, I'm 99% sure it wasn't the guy at reception, because like he just doesn't give a fuck about anything, and like he wouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
He doesn't have the time to fuck with you guys like that.
No, and like he was just like annoyed that I was even like reaching out to him about it. So it happens again, and now he's freaked out. The dude down here, he's like, I just hung up that phone. Like, can you guys stop fucking with that? And he goes up there again, and the shit's off the hook. So we never figured out what the fuck it was. The organization tried to say it was like a malfunction with the phone, but we were like,
It's
It was
off the
physically
hook.
off the hook.
Someone has to.
how do you
move
explain the receiver not being on the hook? You know, like that shit is like to the side, and we heard breathing. Like something was up. There was no one there. The room was
it?
locked.
Were there cameras in there? That you could
There's
check?
the reception guy had cameras, and he was looking at the cameras.
And he
Didn't see anything.
And it was.
He reviewed the fucking
If it
tape.
was on the hook.
Did not see anything. Literally, just the receiver off the hook. From being on the hook to off the hook. I mean, the room was dark, so
Oh yeah.
like some like literal paranormal activity shit.
That's fucking
weird.
creepy.
Unless someone was
I'm
literally in all black and went into the room and pulled it off, which would. I honestly like I'm not making this up. Like, this really happened. And that was scary as shit for me, because for a while I was like, I don't know if I still want to work here. Kind of freaked out.
I mean, to be honest, this is like a perfect setting of like a fucking massacre.
Yeah.
In a scary, silent rooms and shit. Like
Exactly.
Like the last time I was here, well, that time I
A
was
lot
here
of
for
places to go.
the Grimfest shit, and I was by myself while you guys went to take a piss. I was like,
Grimfest,
this
yeah.
is fucking scary.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, it's too quiet in here.
Yeah, it's eerily quiet. And
like,
like
fucking Ghostface is gonna come out with fucking scream attire from a curtain.
and I
like,
shit you
what?
not,
There's
that
a lot of
night,
good weapons in here, though. I feel like.
Yeah, like this, right?
that thing's pretty
Got
cool.
the
Like
rubber
this?
axe. Yeah. They just stab someone right in the eye.
Fucking guy.
Just smash their face with a microphone.
That would scare the shit out of me, though. Fuck that.
I just thought that was a brass knuckle with a cool end on it.
All right.
Yeah, this is just a novelty item.
You know, that used to scare me though, going to religion class. Because sometimes, oh no, I think it was always at night. And it would be sometimes in classrooms where all the other rooms were dark and like locked. And like you're just walking through the hall, especially you have to go take a piss. And it's just like dark. And it's like, you know, connected to
The
like a
fuck
church
is
and
going
shit.
on
And it's
Yeah.
awkwardly quiet for like
Yeah.
a school or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like when I would have basketball practice and shit when I was a
At
kid.
St.
and I would
Bernard's?
play. At St. Bernard's or like we would
Any
go
of the
play
schools
at
that you would
Abbey,
play
yeah.
at
Yeah.
for St.
And
Bernard's.
it's like you go like take a piss again, and it's like no one's in the bathroom, no one's in the hallway.
they don't have all the lights on.
Yeah, nope.
You know,
Yeah,
like
it's
only
dark.
some of the lights are
Yeah,
on.
it's like one strip down the middle of the hallway.
Exactly.
It's like
perfect
fuck,
fucking
like
picture,
this
yeah.
is scary. Like
That would
Yeah.
make anyone want to pee in the hallway.
nah, yeah,
So-
fuck that.
Take a look out and make sure nothing's going down.
But shit like that in general, like even if it's not haunted or abandoned, big houses, big buildings, shit that's just dark or that I just don't know what's going on in all the rooms just scares the fuck out of me. I don't like it. Like if I had $1 billion, I would still live in like an apartment or the same size house I have, because I would not be able to have a house and be like, oh yeah, I use like these 4 rooms. I don't know what the fuck's going on in the other ones though. We just have them like set up for whatever. Like that would scare the shit out of me.
Yeah, that door opened up by itself once.
Yeah.
And I never go in
I
there.
heard some sounds in like the west wing of my house, and I was just like, fuck it.
Yeah,
Like haunting a Hill House.
Oh,
The
fuck, dude. Fuck that.
I don't do that
Fuck,
shit.
that's not a dream house. That's a nightmare.
Yeah.
That's a nightmare.
I hear creaks in my apartment sometimes,
And that alone is
I'm
just like,
freaked
fuck
the
this.
fuck out.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I know it's nothing because the building, it was built in like 1900, so it's like
But
it's
again,
supposed
like,
to creak.
In your apartment or in my house, like, I hear something, I do check, but it's like because I can stand on one side of my house and see to the other end.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
so
it's
you're
not like
that...
there's bends and fucking extra ways I have to like peek around corners. It's like I go downstairs, I look around, and I can
And you're
fucking
good.
see everything.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, maybe I have to open a couple doors to rooms, you know?
But
And
if you
it's
don't
like,
see
fuck
something
it.
right there, then
Yeah, it's like
you're good.
whatever.
You know what's really creepy? You guys are gonna laugh at this. My roommate, his room is right when you come in to the apartment. Like, it's like the apartment's like long ways, and the living room's to the left. My room's all the way down to the right, and directly across from the entrance is his room. And he always keeps his door like cracked a little bit, like just enough where you can see in. And there's always sounds coming from it, but obviously he keeps the lights off. He's got a pillow on the bed with his face on it.
Oh my god.
That shit is scary as fuck sometimes.
You're
Like,
just walking past and you just see his face. Just
because it's
so
pointed
still.
perfectly like out the door with like the creepiest fucking smile. I will take a picture of this pillow and I will send it to you.
You
guys
never know if
because
it's actually him or the pillow.
the pillow could
That's
be fucking
fucked up.
possessed for all I know.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
But yeah, no, it is not my favorite pillow.
The other night, my neighbor texted me and she was like, "Are you home?" I said, "Yeah. What's up?" And she was like, "I keep hearing like the door like locking and unlocking. I don't know if it's like me, or I was showering and I heard like some noises. So I'm like, all right, I'm home, so don't have to worry about that." She's like, "You want to go check it out?" I'm like, "Yes, but I've seen too many horror movies. You're coming with me to be a lookout." And I have like my the Negan bat.
Yeah.
Like it's not rubber, but like it's kind of hard. It could fuck someone up.
It's kind of hard.
It's kind of hard.
It's like I check my house like a fucking machete and like a crossbow.
Exactly. Like you always gotta have like at least something.
This guy's got like a rubber bat. I'll shove it up his ass.
It's not rubber.
I just walk around with like nothing, like look
Oh,
around.
Nah,
fuck
fuck that.
I need something.
I'm about to walk around with this fake
Like
knife.
I'm confident in my abilities to fuck somebody up because I'm down to like bite people's dicks or some shit. Like I'll claw up your ass. I'll fucking stick my hand down your throat. Like if
You
you're
gotta do
gonna
what you
fuck,
gotta
yeah,
do.
if you're fucking me up, I'll fucking grab and tear it, whatever. But
Spit in his
I'd
fucking
still
eye.
rather just hit you with a fucking machete.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
It's like, oh, you're in my house. Whack.
I don't have a
Just do a
machete,
nice
but I've got
nice
like
quick stab.
scattered fucking like I've got like a hammer here.
Oh,
and,
dude,
like,
hammer's fine.
crowbar over there,
Yeah.
and like, but they're really like shit that was for other reasons, like to fix things. But
Yeah,
now
but
they're
still.
But you get one good shot at it and they're down.
Dude,
Oh,
a
yeah.
fucking
That's
Just one
hammer.
clean shot to the face and you're good.
yeah. I mean, would you rather use a hammer though or a crowbar? I feel like I would. rather-
Crowbar because the length.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the length,
exactly.
Yeah.
You really like.
Hammer. Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I'm
hammer, you
thinking
really
I have
use
a
the
hammer though
corners.
that's like this big.
Okay.
Yeah, you
So
can
like
have one
it's
of
not
those-
as big as a
those
crowbar,
gigantic
which is like
suckers.
this, but like I
Yeah.
have a pretty big hammer.
Hey man.
I got a pretty big hammer.
I got the Hebrew hammer. You
You heard it here, ladies and gentlemen. Bearded Legends got
I
a
got a
huge
pretty
hammer.
big hammer.
See if
It's
you can
got
pick
some
it up.
reach.
It's like Thor's hammer.
It's got some yeah.
Only he can pick it up.
Yeah. It's got
Oh, that
some
was
reach.
All right, so
Penetrate the skull.
let's talk about your costumes a little bit more, because I don't know anything about them.
All right. Oh,
Yours is way more
so
complicated
You
than
brought
mine.
that. You brought
It's very
multiple
complex.
props.
I got props on my Carrot Top. So
Is that a bar? I got props like Carrot Top.
I got props like Carrot Top. And that's it. That's the whole song. 2 minutes of that. It's from this movie Mandy with Nicolas Cage. Plays a
Okay.
character named Red Miller. He hunts down a religious cult in the movie, and he just uses every weapon imaginable to chase down this cult. He has a chainsaw. He has a rifle. He has a crossbow. He has this axe called the Beast, which is like triple-headed axe. And he just gets... The movie's super bloody, and it's Nicolas Cage at his maximum Nick Cage. So he's screaming, he's going crazy, makes a whole lot of crazy facial expressions. And meanwhile, it's all tripped out. So, like, the sky's all, like, neon pink and shit. And it's like a metal song. It was like if a movie was like a metal song. That's what it is.
Okay.
It's pretty brutal.
Interesting.
Yeah,
It's pretty
brutal.
it's really fucking trippy. And it's shot amazingly, and it's not scary. It's just really creepy. But it's good though.
But it's worth checking out.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Easily one of the
And
most
fun
like,
to watch.
Fun to watch. Oh yeah, because Nicolas Cage is going nuts.
While you were talking about that, this has nothing to do with that movie, but you sparked another movie that scared me as a kid, and now I want to bring it up. Hollow Man.
Hollow Man's a great movie.
That was good. It
with
didn't
Kevin
scare me,
Bacon.
but that was...
Yeah, I mean, I saw it young, and
I definitely get it.
The dude with the eyes and
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw that movie and What Lies Beneath kind of at the same
Okay.
time. What Lies
Yeah.
Beneath is a pretty creepy movie.
Is that with Michelle Pfeiffer?
I think Richard Gere or Harrison Ford or one
Harrison
of those
Ford and
people?
Michelle Pfeiffer.
I think so. Yeah.
I believe. This guy's doing the research.
Yes.
Mothman Prophecies is also
That fucked me
also
up,
good.
actually. I saw that when it came out. And
Yes,
that
it
fucked
is
me up.
Harrison Ford and Michelle
the documentary
Pfeiffer.
is
Nice.
fucking creepy.
But that shit really happened, like the bridge collapse, right?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. Oh, you know what was scary to me? I watched it with this girl that I was like talking to at the time, and we both thought it was like real shit in it mixed with like fake shit. Did you ever see The Fourth Kind?
I was gonna say. I hope you're gonna say The Fourth Kind. Yes.
I got
With Mila
fucking
Jovovich.
scared of that shit. Like me and this girl were watching, like, did they really? They're allowed to put this in a movie? I was like, I don't know. Like the part where like the dude like has his family and he like
Yeah,
shoots
they
his
do
wife and
use-
himself.
Yeah.
But it's none of it's real.
Oh, I thought
No, none of it.
they did use
It's
real
all
footage.
fake. No, it's
oh,
all
shit.
fake.
I
That was
remember-
the whole sell of the
Okay,
movie.
so I'm glad.
I
Like,
remember when that came out, and then you had, what was the other one? The Hills Have Eyes.
that was pretty.
Hills of Eyes is a great movie.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
remake is
But-
good. The original
Yeah,
is
the
awesome.
original is good.
Okay.
Like the
I-
original Dawn of the Dead actually scared the shit out of me
Yes.
too.
Yes.
The remake is awesome too.
It's weird how, with all the advancements in like movie making and like, you know, like makeup and special effects, like watching the old Dawn of the Dead like grossed me out way more.
Yeah.
Dude, I will say this.
Like biting the latex necks
Dude,
off and shit. Like that.
prosthetics
Shit was like, ugh.
for a horror movie is so much better because while like CGI is cool,
Yeah.
like if you could use a little bit of it, like because if you use too much of it, it just looks completely fake and it doesn't look real. The way they used to do it in like all these great 70s, 80s, 90s horror movies, they built it so it looks real in the way they filmed it, and they didn't have that technology, so they had to make it look really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why it's so good and like real. Like in Reanimator when they lopping off people's fucking heads and
Yeah.
he gets his chest is like exploding, and in Alien when I don't want to spoil it, but I don't know if you know.
I don't give a fuck.
Alien pops out of someone's fucking chest,
Yeah.
and the cast didn't know that was gonna happen
So it was a
because
real
Greg
reaction.
Nicotero, they got the real reaction of everyone. That shit looks, and you have the blood squirting everywhere. Like it's a whole elaborate effect. Where CGI, it's just computers.
Well, yeah. For the most part, fuck CGI. Sometimes it is good when they use it, but again,
It
even
depends.
even with the advancements in prosthetics and stuff, sometimes in some shit they overdo it.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, like, okay, I know, like, if someone gets blasted with a high caliber fucking rifle, they're gonna like have a hole blown through them. But like in some movies, like it's not gonna be like that. But like in older movies, where like, what did I watch the other day? Fuck. I mean, even like Scarface, when he like shoots people and shit, and like shoots that like Colombian dude in the head,
Yeah,
like in the
right,
street.
in the
It's
street,
like,
yeah.
holy shit! Like it looks more real because you don't really always see. Like, unfortunately, I've seen a lot of videos of real murders and crimes and victims and shit.
Faces of Death.
Yeah, exactly. And just like, like Ogrish.com and that used to be a thing
jeez.
and shit.
Yeah, that was.
But it's like
fucked up.
sometimes in movies you see it's like really exaggerated. Like it's not always going to be this somebody getting blasted ain't always going to be like some big like spectacle of like, their head coming apart unless it's like again like high caliber, but
and their head looks like a Venus flytrap. It's
but-
not gonna be that.
yeah,
crazy.
exactly. Like but again like in Dawn of the Dead too when they like shoot them and shit and you see like blood like coming out like just these little holes and shit. It's
Yeah,
like,
it's just
oh
real.
fuck. or like Taxi Driver.
Yeah,
when he's shooting like that shit's fucking like. I was like, whoa, that's gross. Like,
and it sounds like the old
realistic.
like Western guns going off and shit.
Okay. So there was a Twin Peaks movie.
Yeah, but
Fire Walk with Me.
That was fucking weird. Yeah.
Okay.
But
I know you.
I love Twin Peaks.
Yeah, you speak of the series all the time, but
that's like probably like my favorite like supernatural show.
Okay.
I'd still never seen it.
What is it about?
I know you always tell me about it.
Well, it starts based around like a body is discovered of this girl, Laura Palmer. She's like, you know, in town she's like mostly known as like a good girl, you know. She like whatever, she was like prom queen, all that shit or whatever, homecoming queen, whatever it was. And the first episode is like literally the first thing that happens in the show is they find her dead body. And then it becomes like, oh shit, like who killed her? And as they do it, you find out she had like 2 separate lives and like she was like, you know, not as everyone thought she was. And beyond that, it wasn't just like her being killed, like there was like possession involved and like, you know, demonic type shit. And like Fire Walk with Me is a movie based around events that happened before she died. And you learn more about that type of shit.
Okay.
But like there's like Fire Walk with Me is like part of like a, I don't know how to like word it, but like there was a saying about it, especially like at one of the scenes of a violent crime in the show. I don't want to like give shit away because you should watch it. But
yeah, I definitely want to. It's definitely on the list.
It says like, you know, a whole long thing and it says Fire Walk with Me at like the end. So it's like obviously demonic ass shit. But it's crazy, dude.
Nice.
David Lynch is a good
oh yeah,
good director, writer type of person.
Yeah.
What does he write or direct? Or just produce
Everything.
It? Everything? All right, that's what I thought.
And he stars in it.
He just has a weird brain.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I fell into the 50th greatest horror movies of all time. So I'm just seeing if there's any that I might have missed.
I think we should go through our top 5 maybe. We're gonna do our top 5 personal favorites. No?
Yeah.
No.
I could spit them out, but I feel like I would, and then like I'd be like, wait a minute.
You go back and pick other ones.
I mean, I could tell you, one of my favorite, but it's such like a broad, you know, thing. Like, is it really hard? Well, yeah, it is. My favorite like gory or like any type of like scary type shit is 28 Days Later.
Oh yeah,
I had that. I didn't ask you that, but that was one of the next ones on the list.
Really?
Yeah.
That's my favorite. Like,
I've heard that's a
scary
good one
type,
too. Yeah.
And I never saw that until Joe showed me. For some reason, it's just a movie that I missed.
Yeah.
And I watched it. I don't know, 4 years ago or something like that.
Something. You gotta watch more than once though, because like you can get into it better, especially if you're by yourself. But it's creeped me the fuck out.
It's super intense.
And it makes me, you know, it takes like a turn, like it has a twist on the zombie genre because they're infected, but it's not like you don't have to like just destroy their brain. Like they're still, it's like, you know, the typical like what you might expect in real life, like an advanced type of like rabies or some shit.
Yeah.
That has them all like fucked up and like, you know.
And they're fast.
Yeah. But you don't got to cut their head off. You can just like shoot them in the heart and they'll still go down, you know, like.
Because they're still human, really.
Yeah, they're still human.
That's pretty interesting.
But I mean, to make like a quick top 5, I would, in no order though, besides 28 Days Later being my favorite. You know, I would leave it at like 28 Days Later, the original Halloween. I'd probably say like House of a Thousand Corpses because that shit freaks me the fuck out. Beyond those 3, shit.
All right, top 3.
Yeah.
You're good.
Top 3.
Go ahead. If I think
man.
of 2 more, I'll tell you.
Rosemary's Baby, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Third one.
Those 2 are on the top 10 list over here, by the way. So.
Oh, fuck yeah. Dude, they're so, I don't know, they just make me feel good.
There's a movie.
Fuck that movie.
There's a movie called Martyrs. I don't know if you guys...
I heard of it, I just never saw it.
Yeah,
Okay.
same.
2008 it came out?
Might be a tie between Scream or Creepshow 2.
I'd put Scream in my top 5.
I think Scream might be
hell yeah.
3. Yeah, Scream is so fucking good.
Yeah.
No, I also account for like rewatchability, like how many times
Exactly.
you've watched a movie. Scream I could watch.
That's what I'm thinking
I've watched
about.
Scream 90 billion times.
Favorite or just scariest?
Favorite. Go for top 3 favorite.
Or favorite of all movies?
No.
Oh, horror
Oh,
movies.
no,
about
yeah.
scary
Yeah, I'm like, what? No, yeah,
This is not
favorite.
the podcast for that.
Well, I'm just saying because I know he doesn't watch a lot, but like, you could still pick 3 of your favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, my favorite ones are the ones that scared the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Child's
Like,
Play.
Yeah, exactly. It and I guess Scream. You know, Scream didn't scare me after like the first couple watches, but the other ones did.
Yeah. Those
I
are all-
watched it so young too. I mean, like my older brother had the DVD with the reversible side, and we watched it, and that was scared the fuck
Even
out
for
of me.
something that scares you as a kid, you always go back to it as an adult because you're like, damn, I was afraid of this, but I like you loved it even though you were afraid of it.
Did you guys see the new one that just came out?
Yeah.
Like there's 2 parts that just came out.
Yeah.
The new one. I didn't see any.
I
of
didn't
that.
see the second one. I saw the first one.
I actually I liked it better than the first one actually.
Wow, really?
Just because I feel like they went more brutal with the adults, and it was a little more. There wasn't a lot of like jump scares. It was just I like the story with the adults a little better than with the kids, but they had the kids in there for flashbacks and stuff like that. But it was still good.
Well, I definitely like the first one. So.
Andy Muschietti relies too heavily on CGI though. I will say that
Yeah.
Or-
because some of them I'm just like, what?
What?
Like
That doesn't
fucking
even make sense.
prosthetics, man.
Yeah.
But he's not like barely uses prosthetics. But it was still good.
I just thought too, top 5. Would this count as like in the genre? Has it in the name, but it's not like scary. But it's freaky.
Really. It's freaky.
What is it? American Horror Story?
No.
Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I don't
I mean, it's something that I watch around Halloween
horror
too.
musical.
Yeah.
It's definitely
Right?
subgenre of horror. I
Yeah.
would say not horror.
I mean,
but
there is like a murder in it.
I would say horror musical.
Okay.
It's
So I'd
definitely
put that in
Halloween
there.
related.
It's
Yeah.
like the bonus.
You get you get
You
a,
got
a
Tim
pass
Curry
on
in
that
there.
one.
Yeah.
That crazy motherfucker.
I actually probably gonna watch that later.
They do that. They always have during Halloween like the shadow reenactment of Rocky Horror Picture Show. They
That's
play the
so
movie
dope.
and have
I
the people
need
act it
to
out.
see that. Yeah.
They have it at Monster Mania.
Really?
They do it all the time.
When I was in college, the theater department used to like roam the streets of Plattsburgh and like do all like the performances of Rocky Horror,
That's
like
so dope.
Yeah, it's
all
awesome.
like downtown and then like in front of some of the frat houses and like all over the fucking place. And like you would think that like people would be shitting on them, but like they would get like a huge crowd.
No,
and,
yeah,
like,
that's so
Everyone,
sick,
everyone
dude.
loves that
yeah.
shit.
Well, I mean, the way that they're dressed and shit, like
Yeah.
there's a lot of assholes out there.
Yeah,
for
you
sure.
know, but it always seemed like people enjoyed that. I never saw the actual
still
like
do it anyway.
Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Oh, really?
It's pretty
Yeah.
fucking weird.
It's very entertaining, but it is weird.
Yeah, I mean, it seemed too weird for me to even like attempt to try, but
You're a stoner. Smoke weed and watch it, man.
yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
That'll probably amp up the
But
entertainment
I can
value.
see why some people aren't into it when they're not, but I fucking love
Is
it.
that you need to watch it at least once just to see it.
Yeah.
I need to see a lot of movies now.
We need to
Yeah.
make you a list.
Yes, I mean, I
You got the list right
I'm
here.
just gonna re-watch this podcast and write down all
Write
the
everything
shit.
down real
I do
fast.
have like 100 tabs open with all the movies that we were just talking about, so that could help too.
Yeah, don't X those out.
No.
The Strangers is a great one too. That one messed me up.
Oh, yeah, I was freaky.
I wanted to bring up. This isn't completely horror or Halloween related, but apparently, since you're a big Nickelodeon fan, Nickelodeon just opened up a new adventure park in New Jersey. Did you hear about that?
No?
I want to go.
Yeah,
I didn't know about that though.
It and it looks pretty awesome.
But what the fuck's
They
in
have like
it?
a Ren and Stimpy. There's like different mazes in the park, kind of like.
Is it
How, like,
old
Universal
Nickelodeon
Studio?
or
Yeah.
is it like
Yeah, like new
2000s
shit.
Nickelodeon?
Yeah,
'Cause
it's like
fuck it.
old Nickelodeon.
Okay.
Oh, dude, we gotta look that up.
I'm
so down to go.
looking
Me
it up
too.
right now so I can show you guys.
Hell yeah.
But it looks pretty. Yeah, it's called Nickelodeon Universe.
Oh.
and it's like right by where the like Jets and Giants play.
Oh, that fucking
East Rutherford.
There you go.
Looking for better images. It's a shame that they shut down that like the original
The studios?
Yeah, like the blue and
it's so
orange looking
stupid.
one.
Yeah.
I'm just glad I got to go when I was a kid.
Yeah, that was like the best time to go to Nickelodeon Studios.
I
You
mean,
get slimed.
from
I
the
went in,
pictures that I'm seeing,
97.
it definitely looks like more of like a kids park. But just the fact that they even have like something like that. Like,
Oh fuck it, no, that's for us. That's for adults.
yeah, I mean, I read that there's like quite a few like big roller coasters and shit, and like
I don't know about the roller coasters, but I'm down to walk around.
just something to fucking
I'm
do
down to-
besides, you know, like as if you're in like Disney World where you're
Yeah.
like posing with the characters.
But I'd have to take an in-depth look to see, like, I don't give a fuck about, like, you know, the cartoons beyond, like, 2000.
Yeah, no, honestly, I just saw it recently, and I didn't know if you had any
Yeah, no.
additional information
I'm definitely
about
going to
it.
check it out, though. I
But yeah,
appreciate
it seems like it just recently opened.
Awesome. And
And
it's open all
uh,
year round, or
Yeah, it looks like it's like they redid a mall and like put that shit inside of it.
Oh, shit.
So yeah, that is something that I want to check out.
is it outside or inside?
It looks like it's inside.
Oh, shit. That's dope.
Yeah, I'm definitely down to check that out.
Yeah.
It's only in
Um,
Dirty Jersey.
So I know you had mentioned that you have a new song dropping.
Oh, yeah, tomorrow. Tuesday the 29th, depending on when the podcast is seen, possibly today.
That shit will be up by tomorrow.
Oh hell yeah!
Okay, so it'll be out. The song will be out when you see this podcast.
Yeah, it's coming out today.
It's called Self-Aware. There's a music video for it, but I'm not releasing it yet because I don't think it's done yet. And maybe some new merch to go with it.
Yeah.
Buy some shit. Don't
Yeah.
be a lame and
Yes.
ask for requests
Free
for
shit.
songs.
Yeah.
What's the website?
But BLEternal.com.
.com. You already know, bro. Shit.
It's my homepage, bro.
Right? But yeah, dude.
And you released a couple other songs recently.
Uh-huh.
Go fucking check those out too. Stop watching this podcast and go
Stop
watch
sleeping.
Yeah, stop
Yeah.
sleeping,
Stop
bro.
jerking off
Take
to
some
horror
fucking
movies.
Dayquil.
Yeah.
That's right. You need your energy.
Sitting there
maybe take an
smoking
Adderall.
weed. Yeah.
I jerk off to horror movies. I take the time to listen to my homie's music.
Oh, boy.
Do it.
He does it all at the same time, actually.
The trifecta.
Exactly. What's the news on Dapper Ghost? Anything?
Yeah, I'm working on some stuff. I have my friend mixing some stuff right now for the next EP that I'm gonna release that no one's looking out for, but I'm gonna release it anyway. But,
Be on the lookout for
So
it.
far,
Yeah.
so far it sounds good.
Be on the lookout.
So far it sounds good. It's more along the lines of like surf rock type stuff.
That's dope.
Just trying to do something different, but it's cool.
Fuck yeah. Do you have a website or anything?
No.
Follow him on Instagram.
Follow me on Instagram,
All right, well, there you go.
Dugs.supernatural. That's where I post all the stuff, and it will be on Apple Music and whatnot.
There you go. He's official. He's on Apple Music.
Official.
Yeah. iTunes actually doesn't exist anymore.
No.
Now
But
that
you still could. They still have it.
It's just Apple Music.
bro, chill.
They do.
They got rid of it.
No, they still have it.
No, they
No, they
like
fa- they-
completely.
they
They
phased
don't
out
have
rid of
the
it.
app. You can't go to iTunes.com right now.
Well, let's check.
But like, so like when if you had like iTunes on your desktop, it just
Well, no,
completely
I
changed
still
to
have
Apple
it because
Music.
I'm not updating to fucking that shit. Not because of that, but because there's more problems like with like audio, like
Oh, is there?
exporting audio
Here you
to
go.
iTunes and shit.
Oh,
Now,
really?
when you go to apple.com/iTunes, because there's no iTunes.com apparently,
Yeah.
it brings you to a page that says iTunes is going places. Download Mac OS Catalina.
Oh, you don't have Catalina yet either?
I do.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, that's
So
why.
what the fuck?
I mean, that's why if you go to the bottom down here, it just says music. It doesn't say iTunes.
Yeah. No,
And
yeah,
you
I
got,
know
like,
that.
Podcast and TV and shit. But yeah, I just thought that was interesting after all these years that Apple decided to
Yeah.
like say.
I
fuck
think
it
it's
and get rid of
stupid.
it.
But
Yeah,
when
it is a
when I
weird move.
uploaded my music, it still gives me a link to buy my shit on iTunes.
That's weird.
So yeah.
Maybe because you haven't upgraded yet.
No, it's still there. Like if you go to
I mean, you got to upgrade eventually so your stuff runs,
Yeah, but
smoother.
I'm gonna upgrade. You're not supposed to upgrade right away sometimes.
Listen,
Dude,
dude.
I'm
fix
gonna
the
wait like
glitches
a
and
couple
I
months.
want to be ahead of the curve.
Yeah. No, I get it. A lot of people do. I just don't, because I don't want to deal with some slow ass shit or like problems. No, one of the things I heard was like people exporting like certain music files to their new Apple whatever, like especially DJs and shit.
Yeah.
It wasn't registering because it just didn't accept it anymore after they phased out iTunes.
Exactly.
So that makes sense for you.
But I don't use the same exact shit. I'm just waiting anyway though. But yeah, fucking when I uploaded my new songs, it still sends me, it tells me like your shit's now on Spotify, it's now on Apple Music, it's now on iTunes. So I don't know what the fuck. Maybe you could just access the iTunes to buy the song through its new music app or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. Because I didn't upgrade. Well, I mean, go to my SoundCloud. And when you get there, I'll like show you. Because I wonder if the link even like still works then. Otherwise, I have to change all that shit.
It changed Bearded Legend to Bearded Dragon.
Buy a Pecco, Bearded Dragon, Bearded Legends all day.
No, it's his pet. Yeah, right. All right.
So like, if you just go to any of the songs, like you'll see. Do you see like a buy on iTunes link below it?
Listen, SoundCloud might not be up to date yet.
Wait, what? Oh no, yeah, but click it, see if it works. I was like, wait a sec. Did they phase that out
Yeah,
too?
did they fuck up SoundCloud?
I'm gonna
Yeah,
feel...
no, it brings you to Apple Music.
Oh, okay.
Music.apple.com.
Awesome. So I
this
don't gotta
is-
change it. So what they
you don't
did...
gotta
Oh
do
yeah,
that.
but it says view in iTunes. Why does it say that? iTunes preview.
I don't know. I'll try to open music.
See?
Mu-
So they phased it in, yeah.
But music is iTunes.
Yeah.
It's just not called iTunes.
Yeah, it's not
Oh, yeah,
iTunes.
no,
and
it's
you
not
can't
called
like
iTunes
buy
anymore.
music from iTunes. You could like stream it and shit.
No, you could buy it. There's 99 cents.
So then what the fuck?
Apple is just fucking stupid, bro.
Why even make a big deal about it? Just say
It's
you're gonna
like,
change
no,
it.
that's what I'm saying. It's like, what are you changing? Like, no one was complaining about it, were they? I didn't read
No, not
nothing
at
about
all.
it. Like,
They want to be trendy.
Yeah.
They want to, podcasts and
But that was all on
music.
iTunes
we're
anyway.
gonna make it easier for you by making it harder.
Yeah.
That's what they like when they changed like Facebook and Instagram and shit.
Oh yeah,
Here, we're gonna make it easier so you don't see everything in chronological order.
yeah.
No one asked for that.
No.
You just made it harder to see people's shit.
Exactly. All right. You guys feel like you have anything else to say? I kind of want to wrap this up.
I'm chilling. No, yeah. I'm
Go watch
good.
horror movies.
Yeah, watch horror movies. Have a great, safe Halloween.
Yes, have an
And,
amazing Halloween. Live it every
Watch
day.
this podcast along with his other podcasts. Listen to our musics and
Hell yeah.
buy them.
Support
Please.
indie artists.
Yeah.
Bearded Legend, BLEternal.com
.com.
and Doug's
Yeah,
dot supernatural. Don't forget the second S
at me
or the first S.
or both S's. No S's.
Don't put Doug Supernatural
Yeah.
or you'll
Don't
really
put
fuck
Doug
up.
Supernatural in the corner.
Yeah, so that's all we got. And next month I got Peter Green coming in,
Awesome.
big time guest. Not that these guys aren't, but
I mean,
they've been around the
We're
block a
not
few
masked.
times. But
Not
yeah,
yet.
keep showing the love. Throw me some likes. Make sure you subscribe. Subscribe to these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
yeah.
And yeah, keep spreading the love. All right, y'all. See you next time.
Thanks.
Peace.